coordinator turned head coach, and he's had some up and down years, but this is definitely an up year for Ashdown. They have been so consistent, they've played so well, and they've got a lot of talent. We always felt like if Ashdown could play together, they would be a very, very dangerous team. And they have beaten Arkadelphia at times, and Arkadelphia was the favorite. So they'll be a real challenge for everybody on their schedule, but the toughest part of their schedule is still yet to come. And yet you look at guys like Shamar Easter and Jackson Jester. You got his brother plays baseball for the Razorbacks. I mean, we're talking about a tradition-rich place in terms of baseball and football. So they've really put it together with football this year. And as you said, they're undefeated. They're 6-0 on the year, 3-0 in conference. They do still have to play Arkadelphia and Robinson, but they've had some good victories already. And I think Ashdown is maybe the surprise of the state right now, that they're not only good, but they're a threat to win the championship.
That's Jeff Root, the longtime voice of the Arkadelphia Badgers. Thanks so much for being our guest this week and talking Class 4A football. Plenty more to come, so stay with us. This is the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas High School Game Day Show.
For over 70 years, we at the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas have had our game face on. Our passion for delivering reliable, affordable power to every corner of Arkansas is stronger than ever. And with 17 electric distribution cooperatives, we cover more than 60% of Arkansas. That's power to more than 500,000 homes, farms, businesses, winter, spring, summer, and cool fall football Friday nights. The Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, powering the thrill of Friday night lights.
I'm Rex Nelson. Outside of the state's natural beauty, the thing that strikes me most as I travel Arkansas is the junk in yards and trash along the highways. In a place that markets itself as the natural state, we've too often been guilty of, at best, ignoring our natural treasures, at worst, polluting and littering them. Let's take pride in our state by keeping it litter-free. Visit KeepArkansasBeautiful.com to get involved.
This message brought to you by this station, the Arkansas Broadcasters Association, and the Keep Arkansas Beautiful Commission.
A smile is a powerful thing, especially when it's protected by the nation's largest network of dentists, Delta Dental. Not only is a healthy smile a good indicator of your overall health, it also comes in handy when you're stealing the fries off your friend's plate, even though you didn't want fries. But here you are, smiling that healthy smile of yours, taking one after another. Schedule a checkup today and unleash your smile power with the affordable insurance plans from Delta Dental of Arkansas.
When it comes to heating my home, my water, cooking meals, or drying clothes, nothing beats natural gas from CenterPoint Energy. It's my most affordable option. It costs less to use than most other energy sources, and it's easier on the environment. So if you already have natural gas, keep it. But if you're replacing an appliance, choose it.
To learn more about enjoying the benefits of a natural gas home, visit centerpointenergy.com/natural gas benefits. CenterPoint Energy. Always there.
Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, make plans for your visit to the Saracen Casino Resort, only 40 minutes from downtown Little Rock. Play this month to win your share of up to $100,000 in prizes, including an awesome top-of-the-line Ford F-150 Platinum pickup truck from Trotter Ford. Every Saturday night in September, Saracen will give away thousands of dollars in free slot play. Then on September 26th, be on hand for your chance to win that Ford XLT Sport F-150 pickup. Saracen is Vegas, Arkansas style. Gambling problem? Call 800-522-4700.
At Simmons Bank, we've been helping our customers' dreams come true since 1903. We have the products and services fit for you and the tools to help you manage your finances with ease and security. Whether you're saving and investing for the future, starting a new business, or buying a new home, we're with you every step of the way. Simmons Bank is proud to support Friday Night Football in Arkansas. Simmons Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Did you know you can save lives and help flip the script on organ and tissue donation in Arkansas by
flipping a burger,
flipping your hair, or doing a flip with friends?
20 people die every day waiting for organ transplants. Take the Aurora Flip It for Life Challenge and help us increase organ and tissue donor registration in our state. Share on social media, tag Aurora, and use hashtag #FlipItForLife. Learn more and register to become an organ and tissue donor at flipitforlife.org.
Welcome into our final segment of the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas High School Game Day Show. Our Aurora 3A game of the week, Jessieville at Centerpoint, and our Rex's Road to the Rock rankings in Class 3A. Number 5 is Centerpoint. Number 4, Osceola. Number 3, Boonville. Number 2, McGee. And number 1, Prescott. And in Class 2A, our Rex's Road to the Rock rankings. Number 5, Fordyce. Number 4, McCrory. Number 3, Clarendon. Number 2, Des Arc. And number 1, Bigelow. Our 2A game of the week, Hazen at Clarendon. And joining us on the Centerpoint Energy Line to talk 2A football is the voice of the Junction City Dragons, Jacob Pumphrey. Jacob, let's start first with our Aurora 2A game of the week, Hazen at Clarendon. Clarendon, the number 3 team in our Rex's Road to the Rock rankings. This is certainly a top 10 matchup here. What can you tell us about this game?
Yeah, Michael, Hazen is coming off a pretty tough defeat at the hands of Des Arc, and so obviously they're needing a big bounce back in order to keep themselves in the hunt there around the top of the standings. But it's certainly going to be a tall task against Clarendon, who's another team that when you look at what they were able to do last year, I guess some of their big matchups were against Fordyce. They lost to them twice. And so they really feel like this is their year where they can get over the hump.
And, Jacob, let's talk Fordyce for a moment. A pretty big win last week, 42-6 over Junction City. Out of 8-2A, this Fordyce team certainly in the driver's seat.
Yeah, they are, and all signs are pointing to them locking up the top seed out of the 8-2A. A lot of the talk this year, especially as we get into conference play, is starting to heat up, is that, Bigelow, McCrory, even Clarendon, Des Arc, and rightfully so. Those teams are all having fantastic years. But, Michael, at the end of the day, Fordyce is the two-time defending Class 2A state champion. So they still have the last say until somebody knocks them off. And so they really proved that last week against Junction City. The Dragons just played probably their best quarter and a half of football that we've seen from that bunch this year, but just could not hang on. Too much firepower there from Fordyce.
Jacob Pumphrey, the voice of the Junction City Dragons, talking 2A football. And about 3 weeks ago, you mentioned Bigelow as the lone remaining undefeated team. They are still at the top of the standings, undefeated. Tell us about Bigelow and how they're playing right now.
They've proven that they're deserving of that top spot or that top ranking in Class 2A. And it's going to be interesting to see what the Panthers can do down the stretch. They're feeling good about themselves, and they should.
All right, thank you to Jacob Pumphrey and to all of our other guests. And a reminder that you can tune back into this station tonight from 10 to midnight for the Vaccinate Arkansas High School Scoreboard Show. Our show is brought to you by the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, Gift Arkansas 529 Education Savings Plan, Hot Springs Convention and Visitors Bureau, Keep Arkansas Beautiful, Arkansas Delta Byways, Simmons Bank, Saracen Casino and Resort, UAMS, Vaccinate Arkansas, Centerpoint Energy, Arkansas Prostate Cancer Awareness Foundation, Arkansas Scholarship Lottery, Delta Dental, Arkansas State Parks, and Aurora. I'm Michael Westbrook. Thanks for listening to the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas High School Game Day Show.
The following is a special sports presentation from the EAB Sports Network.
It's time for Nettleton Raider football on 94.1 Bob FM. Presented by NEA Baptist, First National Bank, Kavanaugh Auto Group, Jonesboro Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, St. Bernard's, Domino's Pizza, and Real Estate Nate. Now let's go to the NEA Baptist broadcast booth and join Craig Miller for the First National Bank pregame show.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to Week 7 of the 2021 Nettleton Raider football season. Tonight we are at Raider Field, and it is a very special night here. We are celebrating homecoming, and we're also celebrating 125 years of Nettleton Public Schools, 125 years of excellence in education. Oh, and we're also going to have a game of tackle football as the 6-0 Nettleton Raiders take on the always tough Greene County Tech Golden Eagles. My name is Craig Miller, and I am joined in the NEA Baptist broadcast booth by my tag team partner for tonight, the legendary Coach Pat Massey. Coach, welcome to the booth.
Thank you, Craig. Enjoying being here, and beautiful night. Finally, football weather.
the temperature is dropping a little bit. Hopefully we will dodge the rain because, as you can see, if you're watching the broadcast on our YouTube stream, it's homecoming. The maids are being introduced as we speak, and we will have a homecoming queen crowned within the next 10, 15 minutes or so. As for the Raiders, they are on a roll, and they rolled over the Paragould Rams last Friday night by the score of 49-0. They moved to 6-0 on the season, 3-0 in conference. They are in a two-way tie for first place in the 5A East with the Wynn Yellow Jackets. Coach, how much have you been able to see these Raiders play this year, and what do you think about them?
Just a couple of times, and just thoroughly impressed with them. Doing a fantastic job on both sides of the ball. Offense is putting enough points on. The defense, if they don't shore it up a time or two, whatever, but they're doing a great job. I'll tell you what I've really been impressed with. One of the new coaches here, Coach Lovins, working with the defensive line. What little I picked up on watching him being at some of the practices, he is one of the best defensive line coaches I've ever seen in high school. And I think some of the replacements to the staff last year, Coach Johnson and Coach Pagan, just doing a fantastic job on that side of the ball. And, of course, Coach Pitts and Coach Tennyson and my man C.W. Wilson, they continue to roll.
They do, and you mentioned Coach Lovins. He was actually the defensive coordinator for Greene County Tech last year. So his old school is who he has been scheming for all week long. As an old defensive coordinator yourself, Coach, that an advantage for the Raiders?
Could be, but, of course, they know that he's here as well. The Eagles do, and so they may change up a few things. But sitting there looking at Tech's record at 3-3 and 1-2 in the conference, I don't feel like they're going to be doing a lot of wholesale changes. And, personnel can be one of the biggest things that Coach Lovins can give an addition to is, who to attack, what do we need to look for, and that kind of thing to help, stop them and to move the ball.
We're about to take a 2-minute break. When we come back, Coach Massey and I will break down tonight's matchup between the Raiders and the Greene County Tech Golden Eagles. Don't you go anywhere. You've tuned in to the First National Bank pregame show, Nettleton versus Greene County Tech on the EAB Sports Network.
Old banks with branches don't have the digital capabilities you need. But why not have the best of both worlds? At First National Bank, we have all the online banking tools you could ever need. Plus, if you need something, we have real people in real places near you. Digital, with branches, and real people. We know you can't be everywhere at once, but we can be anywhere you are. Check it, snap it, track it, pay it, move it, and ask it anywhere. First National Bank, putting you first, always.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Ship anything, anywhere at your #1 shipping source, Pack Mail in Jonesboro. Bring anything to Pack Mail, and they'll pack it, ship it, crate it, freight it, no matter how big, fragile, or awkwardly shaped. Since 1998, Pack Mail has been your #1 shipping source, the only authorized shipper of all the major carriers. UPS, FedEx, DHL, the Postal Service, and Freight Services all in one store. At Pack Mail, you have choices. Here's Pack Mail Tim to tell us more.
Trey, we are the experts at finding solutions for even the most demanding shipping situations, and our experienced staff can help you choose the best option. So if you need to go to the post office, then FedEx, or all the way out to UPS terminal, and then get that international shipment to DHL, you can do it all in one fast, convenient, and friendly place. Pack Mail.
See, I told you, Pack Mail ships anything, anywhere, through any shipper. Pack Mail, voted the #1 printing, packaging, and shipping store in Jonesboro. Don't trust your shipping needs to just anybody. Trust Pack Mail. 361 Southwest Drive in Jonesboro. Ship anything, anywhere, today at Pack Mail.
Did you know for the first time in years the percentage of positive drug tests has increased among workers due to increasing use of methamphetamines and marijuana? Employment drug testing is a powerful risk management tool that provides a safer, more productive workplace. It helps decrease employee turnover and absenteeism, reduces employer risk, and lowers workers' compensation incentive rates by reducing the chance of accidents and injury. A drug-free workplace program can ensure that you have a safer, more productive workplace. National MedTest Incorporated is a company who specializes in this field. Give them a call today at 931-1993 and set up a program that's right for you to make your place drug-free. National MedTest Inc., making businesses and schools drug-free.
And we welcome you back to Homecoming at Raider Field. We're celebrating 125 years of Raider football, and tonight It is Nettleton versus our old arch enemies, the Greene County Tech Golden Eagles. You talk about a long-time rivalry. You got one here tonight. We first played Greene County Tech way back in 1974. I was 3 years old, rooting for the Raiders, no doubt. We were playing against Greene County Tech in 74 for the first time. We played them every year until 1990. For some reason, we took a 5-year break in the rivalry, and then we picked it up again in 1996, and we've been playing Tech every single year since then. All told, we have played the Golden Eagles 42 times. The only school that we have played more than Greene County Tech is Paragould. We've played them 43 times after last Friday, and we've played Tech 42 times. So after tonight, we'll have played Greene County Tech more than any other school except for Paragould. Our all-time record against Tech is 26-16, but I promise you this, all 26 of those victories have been hard-fought. These young men from Greene County play hard, and they play with a lot of heart, especially when they play against Nettleton. They actually beat us at their place last season, 28-21. That was the last game of the regular season before COVID shut everything down for the Raiders until the playoffs. As for this season, the Golden Eagles are 3-3, 1-2 in conference. They beat Westside 27-15 in their first game. Then they lost to Vilonia 56-17. They bounced back and routed Harrisburg 47-6. Then they beat Forest City 42-8. Then they lost to Wynn 32-10, and last week they lost to Brooklyn 17-14. Full disclosure, they have been really hit hard by injuries, including a big one to their starting quarterback, Christian Barber, who went down in that Wynn game with a broken arm. And we sure wish that young man a speedy recovery. You can bet that his teammates are going to get after it tonight because they're going up against the Raiders. It's a rivalry game, Coach, and those are the games that you can, how do you coaches say, throw the old record books out the window?
You need to show up and play, and don't worry about the one-loss records. You know, Greene County situation, they lost in the last 2 seconds of that ball game at Brooklyn last week.
That's right.
On a touchdown pass, and or they could very easily be 2-1 in the conference and 4-2, overall right now. And as you say, the injury bug has hit them, but they've done a great job. Brooklyn played real well versus them, but shoot, like you say, you always throw the record book out when these two teams get together.
It's the Raiders. It's the Golden Eagles. It's Friday night high school football, and there is nothing else like it in the world. When we come back, we'll hear from Nettleton's head coach, Stephen Hampton, so don't touch that dial. You're listening to the First National Bank pregame show on the EAB Sports Network.
Daily office routines in the hands of people you can trust. Forrest Office Machines, your authorized Sharp document systems dealer in Jonesboro. That's right, since 1965, Forrest Office Machines has provided dependable office equipment and reliable service. We follow the equipment journey through all kinds of changes and developments, always on the cutting edge, whatever that is. And our partnership with Sharp document systems means we offer the very latest, most dependable equipment. And Forrest is the only office equipment dealer that when you need supplies, you can walk in our store and get it. When you need it fixed, you can call us.
This is Barry Forrest. My family's been taking care of equipment needs of businesses just like yours since 1965. I would love to work for you today.
Put your daily office routines in the hands of people you can trust. Forrest Office Machines, your authorized Sharp document system dealer at 1005 G Street in Jonesboro. 932-7852. 932-7852. Call Forrest Office Machines today.
Last year, we were duck hunting in a pit. If you've ever hunted a duck pit, you know someone's responsible for pulling the top back before you shoot. A duck came over. We said, Danny, a good friend of mine, shoot that duck. Whoever's responsible for pulling the cover back didn't pull it back far enough. Danny hit his head hard. You don't get much sympathy duck hunting. After a long silence, Kelly said, Danny, did you bend that steel top? There were several comments later. Glenn Sane, and God bless our troops.
Trust your heart to better care at NEA Baptist. Better access means communication with your award-winning cardiac team anytime, anywhere with the MyChart app. Better technology means leading the state with new treatments and interventions right here in Jonesboro. Better is an integrated team of experts at your service when seconds matter. Your heart deserves better. Find it at NEA Baptist.
We're here with Coach Stephen Hampton for our weekly pregame visit. Coach, before we talk about tonight's game with the Greene County Tech Golden Eagles, let's recap the big win over Paragould last week. I thought y'all handled your business quite well last Friday night.
Yeah, I was really pleased. You never know games like that, how your team's going to come out and respond. We talked about playing to a standard, beforehand, and I thought our guys handled that really well. They came out and, they played really well, and, we handled our business, just like you said, and did what we needed to do.
You had another big night from your offense last week, 49 points, 535 yards. Who were your offensive stars last week?
Well, there's a lot of guys contributed, a lot of guys, made a lot of plays. Jaden Brown was one of our players of the week, had 4 catches for 130 yards and a touchdown. Moses Williams graded out at 96% as an offensive lineman. And then Daniquis Willis also had a couple of catches and a touchdown. So those 3 were our players of the week.
I was very impressed by your backups last week, Coach, with Curtis Smith and Keandre Pope. Y'all didn't skip a beat when your starters went out.
Yeah, it was great to get those guys in a game-like situation, to get them reps. It's only going to help them, down the road. And I was really pleased with how well they went in. Just our offense in general, there was a lot of backups in there, and they executed, and they ran our offense and moved the ball, and, looked pretty sharp.
Your defense pitched their second shutout of the season last week. Who stood out on the defensive side of the ball?
Well, really, our defensive front kind of dominated. Jordan Pegram, once again, up front, had, several tackles for loss. I thought Cam Phillips played really well, and Javante, Wallace, those 3 really stood out, made a lot of plays up front.
We're here with Coach Stephen Hampton with our pregame visit on the First National Bank pregame show. We've covered offense, defense. How pleased were you with your special teams play last Friday?
Well, I was pretty pleased with our kickoff coverage. Anytime you score that many points, obviously that unit's going to get a lot of work. Juan Badillo had 2 solo tackles and an assist, all coming on kickoff coverage. I was pretty pleased with our protection on PAT. Still would like that to be 100%. We missed one of those, so we're still got some work to do there. But we're trying to get to where that's 100%. But overall, I was pleased with how we performed.
Coach, big rivalry game tonight as you're taking on Greene County Tech. What do you know about the Golden Eagles this season?
Well, they're a physical, football team. They like to play, hard-nosed style of play. And that's what we expect. We don't expect anything different than that. Come out and, play hard and play physical.
Greene County Tech beat us last season at their place. Does the revenge factor enter into your pregame motivation this week?
No, not really. This is a new year. We're focusing on this, this team, this season, playing to our standard, doing, what we're capable of doing. And, like I said, if we play to our standards, we feel really good about our chances.
It's homecoming week. Does that help you or hurt you as a coach getting your team ready to play a big game?
Well, I told our kids early in the week that, homecoming week doesn't bother me. I think sometimes, some coaches it might. I enjoy the activities, the things that go along. The way that I kind of described to them is kind of like a, Friday night fights, boxing. You have all these fights leading up to the main event. And I said, we're the main event. We got to be ready to go. Let's make sure we're prepared so that we can be a big crowd. 125 years, we want to give our crowd, a good show. So let's make sure we're ready to go.
How are we doing health-wise, Coach?
We're doing fine. Moses is back. Seems to be doing well. I just got your normal bumps and bruises that come with playing the game every week, but nothing out of the ordinary.
Let's talk keys to victory. What are y'all going to have to do to move to 7-0 tonight?
Well, come out and play, dominate up front. I think I say that just about every week. Greene County Tech, they're going to try to run the football. We got to be able to stop the run up front. It all starts defensive line. And then with us offensively, it all starts with our run game. We got to be able to run the football effectively, and then that's going to open up our pass game. Those passes to Daniquis Willis, those play-action shots down the field to Jaden Brown, Ken Warren, those other guys. So, if we can play well up front, then I like our chances.
Coach, let's go make it happen. Thank you so much for your time. Let's go get another win for Raider Nation.
Let's do it. Go Raiders.
Raider proud, brother.
See Plaza Tire Service for the right tire at the right price right now. Plaza Tire Service is the area's biggest selection of in-stock tires at the lowest price. While others are searching for tires to order, we'll get you fixed up with a great set of tires and back on the road in no time with our 4 tires, 1 hour guarantee. Plus, we make the purchase easy on your budget with our Plaza Tire Service card or no credit needed financing options. For the right tire at the right price right now, the choice is easy. That's Plaza Tire Service.
It's football time at Wings to Go. That means all the TVs watching the games, all the wings will be hot and flavorful, all the food will be good. It is time to come to Wings to Go. We've weathered the storm. It's almost over. Things are getting better, and we can't wait to see you at Wings to Go. Sports, wings, football, life is great at Wings to Go, both locations.
Guys, if you haven't made it into Orville's men's store, then you're missing out. They're the only store in town to exclusively carry brands like Barber, Duckhead, Strong Suit, Tommy Bahama, and Vineyard Vines. Orville's has everything a guy needs, from daily workwear to a big night out on the town. Orville's will have you looking more stylish and feeling more confident than ever before. So make your way to Orville's men's store at 2612 East Nettleton next to Steamroller Blues in Jonesboro and show off your stash. Shop online at orvillesms.com.
You raised your family here, did every July 4th here, refinished the floors here twice, sized up your daughter's boyfriends here, waited in the doorway all day when your son was coming home on leave. This place has given you all you've dreamed of, and now it's giving again, in the form of a gourmet kitchen and the quietest dishwasher known to man. Realize your dream with a home equity line of credit from Simmons Bank. Dreams realized. SimmonsBank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, subject to credit approval.
It's homecoming at Nettleton. We're celebrating 125 years of Nettleton Public Schools. The theme is Remember the Raiders, and man, it has been a fantastic week here at Nettleton where Raider pride is justified. We have just crowned a homecoming queen and the maid of honor. I want to say congratulations to the homecoming queen, LaRaven Wilson, and also congratulations to the maid of honor, Chloe Reed. Coach, it's just a special night, and it's a night that those two young ladies are going to remember the rest of their life.
Oh, yeah, it's all these memories, and tying this in with a 125-year celebration. You know, I retired a year ago, and sometimes I feel like I'm 125. But, you know, I was here back in the 60s, played football at another school here in town. But remember when Nettleton started football. And what did we celebrate, the 50th year reunion on that?
About 6 years ago, that's right.
That was
50 years of Raider football.
And I was one of the only coaches around on the staff that it meant much too, because I was here when they started and knew some of the coaches, and it was a ball. And some of the players, the Dortons, the Bradleys, those guys that played here previously and went on to greater fame. And that's one of the great things about high school football and school, period. Basketball, whatever you're in, the memories and the friendships you develop. And, you know, it was funny. We've missed our 50th year reunion in my school because of the COVID situation, and everybody's wanting to get it back together. And some people said, well, how can y'all do that after 50 years? And we said, well, because we like each other. We got some great memories, you know.
Absolutely. Nothing like your high school friends, that's for sure. There's several classes that are having reunions here tonight. And if you're watching on our YouTube broadcast, and I know we have a lot of people that are listening on 94.1 Bob FM, you can also watch the broadcast on youtube.com/Nettleton TV. If you're watching on the TV, what you're looking at right now is a 125-voice choir. It's an alumni choir, a lot of class reunions going on tonight. We got folks from the class of 81, folks from the class of 76 out there. 125 voices representing 125 years of Nettleton Public Schools, and they're going to be singing our alma mater here in just a moment. It truly is a special night here at Nettleton, and we are thrilled that you are joining us. Let's talk about the starting lineups. for tonight's broadcast for the Raiders. Let's start with the offense. The quarterback is Cameron Scarlett, All-State last year, and boy, he is what an encore performance. That young man has really had a good season, Coach.
Well, he's a dual threat, Craig. You know, he runs the ball well. He's getting better and better last year, every game, and this year throwing the football.
And you're exactly right. And that, as a defensive coordinator, this is Coach Pat Massey, who's my tag team partner tonight. As a defensive coordinator who studied under the great Larry Lacewell, that's tough when you got a quarterback who can throw and run. That's tough to defend.
Well, it pulls a little bit out of your pass rush. The kids are always tentative with that, knowing that a guy's looking to run or thinking about it. And you guys in coverage, they're always, looking over their shoulder. Are we going to have to come? And then, of course, it just opens it up on both sides and helps them be successful as we have with this 6-0 run. So
I think, reading between the lines, I think what you're saying is you're awfully glad that Cameron Scarlett is a Nettleton Raider.
Amen to that, brother.
He's joined in the backfield by a young man who's done an outstanding job this year. He's a senior, Kobe Bradley. Kobe has really run the ball hard this year, and he has definitely got that breakaway speed you need at running back.
Oh, he's done a fantastic job, and again, compliments Cam. The shot just one threat. We know that Cam is that dual threat, but Kobe's being able to run and make the great runs that he has. It keeps him leery of that. So you just can't be stunting and moving a lot. You got to play base football.
The receivers that Cameron Scarlett has to throw to, well, there's some talented ones. We'll start off with the tight end, number 25, DJ Willis. That's a big young man, Coach, 6'2", 240. Good hands. He scored a touchdown last week against Paragould with a tremendous run after the catch. That young man's a weapon.
I had him in the 9th grade in my health class, and he wasn't 240 pounds. I almost didn't know who he was this summer when I came back to see him. He has just grown up, and now he's, I think, developing into potential college prospect.
It would not surprise me one bit. The other receivers, the wide receivers, Jaden Brown, who is a transfer from Osceola, and boy, what a shot in the arm that young man has given us, not just on offense, but on special teams as well. Let me tell you something. Downtown Jaden Brown, he's a football player.
Tell you what, anytime I hear about somebody from Osceola coming into our program, it's exciting.
Yep.
They have to prove that they can't play sometimes.
Exactly right.
99% of the time they do.
What a great tradition over there. Ken Warren McShann, who's having a breakout senior season, is the other wide out, and he is joined by Braylon King. So DJ Willis, Jaden Brown, Ken Warren McShann, and Braylon King, that's the wide receivers. Some talented guys for Cameron Scarlett to throw to. But he couldn't throw, they couldn't catch without the offensive line. And the offensive line has just been awesome this year, Coach. And it really, they don't get the credit that they deserve on any football team. But our offensive line has done an outstanding job this season.
Oh, been fantastic. Coach Pitts has done a great job in leading these kids. But, we got 2 seniors and 3 juniors. I'm not sure if I counted all that right, but whether it's just opposite, it's great the way they blended together. These are just great kids, too. I was fortunate to get to coach these guys in junior high 3 years ago, and just fantastic kids, intelligent, hardworking, and they know they're a value. They know that this football team would not move without them taking care of business.
Well, they deserve more credit than they get, that's for sure, and we try to give them a whole lot of credit. Let's call their names. At left tackle, big number 79, Alan Campbell, 6'2", 290. Left guard, number 70, Kylan Gates. He's one of those juniors that Coach Massey talked about. 3 seniors, 2 juniors on the offensive line. He's 6'1", 255. The center, the man who snaps the ball in the shotgun every single play in this spread offense that the Raiders run, Ryan Crawford, senior, 6'1", 290. That kid's a whole lot of fun to be around. I love Ryan Crawford. He's always in a good mood and just a great student for me.
He had a full beard in the 7th grade. It was been a man among men.
Yes, he has still got a very impressive beard. Makes me a little bit jealous, I promise you. Starting at right guard tonight is number 55, a junior. His name is Kobe Miller.
Miller. He's a good one. And I don't know, you might maybe a little relation to him in some fact?
A little bit of relation, yeah. He's my my son, my number one son.
Well, and I know he took after your wife in regard to athletic ability.
And I thank God for that.
But no, Kobe has done a great job. Kobe has made the transition from defense to offense this year and stepped in. Now he's a starter. He just kept plugging away and working. And just Kobe's the kind of kid that you love to coach. And I'm not saying that because you're sitting right next to me. Every coach wishes he had 10, 15 Kobe Millers on the football team.
Well, he's always been a good young man, and we're proud of him for sure. Proud of all these kids, including big number 71, the all-state offensive lineman. I'm talking about Moses Williams, 5'8", 315. Moses Williams is a man on that offensive line, Coach.
Well, we got a 280, a 290, and a 315. And we don't have to have a lot of great speed with that bunch. We just got to get off and get on to people, which they do. And that's some of the reason we're having a lot of success running the football. They can get holes.
The defensive starters for Nettleton, we'll start on the defensive line. Defensive end is Jorge Salas. He's a senior that I know you coached whenever he was in junior high. And, Coach, that's another just an outstanding leader here at the school. Just a great young man, Jorge.
When I think about football and what we talk about, and one of the big words is intensity. Well, Jorge brings that every down.
A young man who has had a tremendous breakout senior season is Cam Phillips. He is the nose guard for the Raiders. Defensive end, number 90, Jordan Pegram, who's had an outstanding season. He is just a junior. He's 6'3", 260, according to the sheet that I've got. And just an outstanding young man, and that's a good front there, Salas, Phillips, Pegram.
Oh, great. Good quickness. They got great upper body strength. And, it's hard to get your hands on our defensive line because they'll get with you and separate quick.
The linebackers for the Raiders, number 20, Blake Brown, who is all over the field. And, he has got numerous tackles for losses this year. Blake Brown. The inside linebacker is the young man that Coach Massey calls Opie, Orion Pugh. You probably have some great stories about Orion.
I didn't get to check. Does he have the strings around his biceps tonight in pregame? Coach, he likes to dress up some, Opie does.
Yes, he does, and he is a great football player. We love Opie. Jamie Morris is the other inside linebacker. And the outside linebackers are Halon Willie and Cortez Smith. Coach, did you coach either one of those guys back in the day?
I got to coach Cortez, and Cortez was everything for us in junior high, was kind of kid that would play any position we asked him to. Had a tremendous, played a little quarterback.
Yep.
Plays in the secondary, could play receiver. But he never. Here's a kid. Hey, Cortez, this is what we need. Coach, I got it, and would take care of business, and not surprised that he's not contributing the way he is.
The young man who won the coin toss for the Raiders, Nettleton has won the coin toss and elected to receive. The young man that won the coin toss is number 1, Markellen Barber. He's a senior, and you notice what number I'm wearing tonight here in the broadcast booth, here in the NEA Baptist broadcast location. I'm wearing number 1. Okay. The students, the seniors, they were allowed to give a jersey to a teacher that they felt had inspired them. Markellen Barber, the captain of the team, was cool enough to give me his jersey. I've worn this thing with pride all day long, and it's a little snug. Wouldn't you describe it?
But I wasn't going to say anything. I didn't feel like I should, but I was thinking that might be because you were the number 1 in the class of, what was that,
89.
89.
How could you forget that? 89.
Well, how can anybody forget that? Greatest class ever here in 125 years.
That's exactly right. He is the starting cornerback, as is Juan Badillo, and the starting strong safety is Dorian Tucker. Here come the Raiders. They got Old Glory flying high, American flag waving. That's Jorge Salas that's carrying the American flag, it looks like. Got a little Ozzy Osbourne going through the sound system, cheerleaders and dance team members with the victory line, and we're just about ready to get underway. Coach, what are the keys to victory for the Raiders tonight?
Well, the basic thing is just keep on keeping on. Just stay with what they've been doing. As Coach Hampton talked about in his pregame show with you, doesn't see a lot of change. Win up front, take care of the business, run the football, then mix in the play action, and should have success with that. I really feel confident this team ought to walk out of here with a 7-0 record tonight. Who knows? But like we said, they got to show up and play. And that's one of the big jobs that this team's got to do each week with the success we had, is keep our heads on our shoulders.
We are just about to get underway, folks. Greene County Tech defending the south end zone. They will be moving from right to left on your radio dial. Downtown, Jaden Brown and Keandre Pope back deep for the Raiders. Tech just about to kick off, and it is a short kick. It goes out of bounds at the Raider 29-yard line, so that'll be an illegal procedure flat penalty, and the Raiders will take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
We see a lot of teams doing this now in the kickoff, what we call a deep onside, hoping they will maybe fair catch it, but here this automatically gives us the ball on the 35 if we don't make them kick again, which we didn't.
So the Nettleton offensive unit on the field, they have rolled up over 500 yards of total offense the last 2 seasons. Cameron Scarlett from the gun, 3 receivers spread near side. Now Kobe Bradley goes in motion to the backfield. He gives to Kobe Bradley, running left side, and he is brought down after a gain of 3. It's going to be 2nd down and, well, we'll call it 2nd down and 8.
We started out in an empty set, brought Kobe back inside and ran the ball. They're running what we call an odd front, a 50 front, and everybody's just kind of, the first series will be checking out formations and alignment to them.
It was a 3-yard gain, so 2nd down and 7 for the Raiders. Scarlett with Kobe Bradley on his right hip. DJ Willis in motion. He is lined up at tight end. Braylon King in motion. Cameron Scarlett's going to keep it, running right up the middle. He's got the 1st down. He's at the 50, the 45, the 40. He's got room to run, the 30, the 25. He breaks a tackle at the 25. He keeps on moving forward inside the 10-yard line. Big gain by Cameron Scarlett. That young man made it happen right there, Coach.
We moved back in with a little option look off of it, but all it was a true zone read. Cam made a good cutback on it, broke a few tackles, as you said, and you saw he's got good speed there.
He's got good speed, and he runs the ball hard for sure. Coach, that is 1st down and goal to go for the Raiders on the 8-yard line. Nettleton on the first drive of the game, moving the ball very well against this Greene County Tech defense. They give to Kobe Bradley. Kobe Bradley moving forward inside the 5. He's brought down at the 3, and it'll be 2nd down and goal to go for the Raiders from the 3-yard line.
Just stand behind the big horses. Looked like he had a little bit of an alley. He might could have made a cut left on, but still picked up plenty of yardage for 2nd down.
So it'll be 2nd down and goal to go, actually from the 4, it looks like. Cameron Scarlett. Kobe Miller in the backfield is lined up at fullback. In motion is downtown Jaden Brown. Scarlett is going to keep it, running right up the middle, looking for a crease, finds one. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cameron Scarlett. Touchdown, Raiders. And Nettleton draws first blood here in this rivalry game.
We have been giving them some unbalanced sets in our formations, and that time we ran to it, but Cam saw an opening right up the middle, cut back, and ran over a linebacker and made his way into the end zone.
Cameron Scarlett gets Nettleton on the board with 10:17 remaining in the first quarter. Joseph Newhung out to attempt the point after kick. The hold is he does not kick it, and Kenwarren McShane running with the ball, trying to get into the end zone. He stopped short. So it couldn't tell exactly what happened right there. I guess they couldn't get the hold down perhaps, but in any event, the PAT is no good, and that makes the score 6-0. Raiders strike first. The Kavanaugh Auto Group drive of the night is the very first drive, and to see Kavanaugh's complete inventory from the comfort of your home, log on to KavanaughCars.com. Good first drive for the Raiders, Coach.
Fantastic first drive. What do we have, 4 or 5 plays, and we score? And then Joseph, it looked like possibly there might have been a mishandling of the snap. We couldn't really tell but when your kicker runs up at the ball and stops, usually means it's not on the tee. Ken Warren got up, got down to the 1, almost had 2 points out of it.
That's something I've never seen here at Raider Field before. If you're watching on the YouTube stream, about a dozen balloons just go flying across the field. And they were going fast. That wind is really whipping out there, Coach.
Yeah, it is. Coming out of the north.
67 degrees, wind from the north. That'll probably like a 15, 20 mile an hour wind. And that'll definitely play with this game tonight for sure. The wind has blown the ball off the tee. Kendrick McShane out to kick. If you're wondering, that is the cousin of Ken Warren McShane. And now then Keandre Pope is going to do him a solid. He's going to hold the ball. It's on the tee, but the wind is whipping out there. And Kendrick McShann boots it. And it is
all the way out of the end zone.
How about that? That's what that wind will do for you, I guess, Coach.
It's really picked up down there. It's unreal.
I lost the ball, and it sure enough went out of the end zone. So Kendrick McShann's like, hey, I wish the wind was always blowing like that whenever I kick.
Look at the end zone markers and the hash markers. They've all been blown down there. And in the north end zone, we only have a couple down so far. It's like it's sweeping over those trees and just dropping down on the field.
Yep, it is really blowing hard out there. 67 degrees and windy. That's Farmer, the quarterback for Greene County Tech, as the Tech offense getting on the field. Gage Snyder, the running back, in the backfield with him. Play is whistled dead. Not sure exactly what is going on. Maybe some type of equipment issue with Greene County Tech. The receiver over on the far side, number 11, Carter McBride, throws something to the sideline, so we're ready to get underway. Farmer in the backfield. He's going to keep it running right up the middle, and he has a gain of about 1 before he is tackled. Looks like Jamie Morris in on the stop for the Raiders.
Well, they went in a double set 2x2 and just ran the quarterback power straight up the between the guard and the center on the right side. You can look at their pant legs. The officials blowing in the wind out there. It's unreal.
Well, it sure is. Good not to be in the broadcast booth. It's going to be a little bit chilly out there.
I like that.
It's 2nd down and 8 for Greene County Tech. Ball on their own 22-yard line. Farmer, the quarterback. Snyder in the backfield with him. Farmer gives to Snyder, running right up the middle, and he is tackled immediately. He might have got a gain of 1, but he's tackled immediately by Nettleton's number 20. That's Blake Brown. Gain of 1. It'll be 3rd down and 7.
He's got the outside backers playing in pretty tight. They were in a 2x1 set that side to their right, 2 wide and 1 to the left, and another back in the backfield. Just that time looking zone and running it.
So 3rd down and 7. You'd figure Greene County Tech will be throwing here.
I don't know with this wind.
They're throwing into a wind that's blowing at probably about 20, 25 miles an hour. They may wisely decide to keep it on the ground. We'll see what kind of arm strength Farmer's got right here. He's the backup quarterback. Actually, he was their starting wide receiver. The starting quarterback went down with a broken arm a couple of weeks ago, and this young man has stepped in. So shout out to Camden Farmer. It's a young man who's stepped up for his school. There is a flag on the play. That's delay of game against Greene County Tech. That'll back it up 5. Instead of 3rd and 7, it'll now be 3rd down and 12. So 3rd down and long for the Golden Eagles. Nettleton with 4 down linemen. Farmer with a hard count. Nettleton, no problem. He gives it to the running back, and he runs up the middle. He does not have any room to run. That Nettleton defensive line stood strong. That is Pegram on the stop, and also Curtis Smith on the stop for Nettleton. So it'll be a gain of maybe 4. It'll be 4th down and 9. Greene County Tech's going to punt, and they're going to punt into that strong wind.
Yeah, the best job here is just probably not to even field the ball.
Let the wind do its work. Low snap, and it is partially blocked. It looked like Jordan Pegram partially blocked it, and it is rolling. It is rolling into the end zone. Nettleton falls on it. Let's see who it is. Either going to be a safety or a touchdown Raiders. That was the craziest thing I've ever seen. The punt rolled backwards. The wind just blew it back into the end zone, trying to figure out what in the world is happening. Coach, you may have to help me decipher this. Everybody, Nettleton, Greene County Tech, the officials are all gathered in one big huddle down there at the goal line trying to figure out what in the world happened. I couldn't tell what Raider it was that landed on it. Let's see what they're saying. But he punted it, and it went behind him because of the wind. It was partially blocked, but it got up high enough that the wind could have an impact on the ball, and boy, did it ever. It pushed it back into the end zone.
Well, my understanding is the ball has to break the line of scrimmage before the defense could score with it. But then again, if it was touched and it went back in there, I would think it'd be a safety.
Well, they're still trying to figure it out. And let's see, we're looking at the official, the referee right now. He's saying safety. Okay, I thought he was saying touchdown Raiders, and I was about to get excited, Coach, but it was a safety. And I am not sure who recovered the ball, but it's a safety for the Raiders, and it makes the score 8-0 with 7:27 remaining in the first quarter.
Yeah, when we don't know, I think we're supposed to say a host of Raiders.
That's right.
On the play. Or a myriad. You'd probably say myriad, but I'd say host.
That's a big word.
Yeah.
That is a.
I can't spell it, but I can say it.
In any event, it's 2 points for the Raiders on the weirdest play that I think I've ever seen. It was partially blocked, but the ball did get up high enough where the wind could blow it back into the end zone. Is that what you saw, Coach? Was I seeing things right there?
I'm not 100% sure it was blocked. I thought I saw Jordan kind of peel away from the guy because he's afraid he might be called with a roughing call.
Right.
And, of course, he fumbled the ball on the snap to begin with.
Right.
He picked it up. I thought that's when we need to double down and really come, but we were careful with them kicking in the wind, and I didn't even think it crossed the line of scrimmage, and then, my gosh, it must have rolled, 20, 25 yards from where it hit.
Just kept on rolling.
But as I say, my understanding of it is it's got to cross the line of scrimmage, and even with it not being touched.
And now then it looks like they're calling both teams off the field.
Maybe got a lightning
delay.
delay.
We have a lightning delay. A lightning delay. So with 7:27 remaining in the first quarter, the officials obviously have seen some lightning in the area, and on the count of that, there's going to be a 30-minute lightning delay. So we will keep it here for just 1 second, and then we will go to break. And the wind is really picking up. There's some weather all around us, and the bleachers are emptying out. It looks like people are seeking shelter. And so it is a lot of rough weather rolling through. There's a thunderstorm warning in the area. There was earlier. And we are going to we'll take a break. I tell you what, let's do. And Scotty Woodson, our producer back in the EAB studios. We will take a 4-minute break, if that's all right, Coach. A 4-minute break. And when we come back, we will we'll have a weather delay show. Coach Massey and I will talk about Raider football. We'll talk about 125 years of Nettleton. We'll make up stuff to talk about. We hope that you hang around for the weather delay show. But in the first quarter, it's 8-0 Raiders, and you are tuned in to Raider football on the EAB Sports Network.
Like to populate all real estate.
Listen, we all know the real estate market is crazy right now, so whether you're buying or selling, you deserve maximum value. You want real market knowledge. You want real negotiating power. You want real results. You need Real Estate Nate. Give me a call. I got you back.
Oh, real estate Nate.
Call today. Real Estate Nate with Halsey Thrasher Harpole Real Estate Group. 870-261-3927.
Attention, members and guests.
Get lost at Lost Pizza. See why people continue to flock to Northeast Arkansas's coolest and funkiest place to eat. Try one of Lost Pizza's 10 signature pizzas or create your own. Plus, salads, subs, and pastas. And of course, those famous Delta hot tamales. Lost Pizza offers curbside pickup, dine-in, or delivery, and they also do catering. Lost Pizza with 2 locations in Jonesboro, 906 Southwest Drive, and on Hilltop at 3410 East Johnson. Order at lostpizza.com or download and order through the Lost Pizza app.
This is Keith Baird with Baird Auto Group. There's nothing that brings our communities together like high school sports. No matter what the scoreboard says, it's a winning feeling just to be a part of it. At Baird, we want you to have the feeling anytime you come into one of our dealerships. Good credit, bad credit, no problem. Don't buy anywhere else until you shop at Baird location near you. Don't get a bad deal, get a Baird deal. Because why pay more?
Saving service, great selection too. Baird does it all for you.
What a horrible call! What's the matter with you, ref? You seriously need some glasses.
Honey, that's the mascot.
Oh, guess I need glasses too.
Elite Eye Care can help fans and officials alike. 1000 Windover Road in Jonesboro and 1515 West Kings Highway in Paragould. Schedule today at EliteEyeCareAndOptical.com or call 972-6040. That's 972-6040. Elite Eye Care. Your vision is our focus.
For me, rice farming isn't a profession. It's been my life for more than 30 years. And as owner of Delta Plains Seed, I've been the region's Rice Tech leader for more than a decade. Every planting season, I'm in the fields right along with you, and we're figuring out how to make sure bushels mean dollars together. From selecting your hybrid rice to free on-farm delivery and one-on-one consultation, I'd like to help your rice fields see more profit this season. I'm Terry Gray at Delta Plains Seed. Call me today at 870-249-3447. Let's talk about your best rice options.
What does better mean to you? Maybe it's better services, better support, better ways to build a life or buy a home or run a business. First Security is your partner for it all, with resources and solutions that make a difference for you and others. That's because First Security takes care of customers while building communities. Better for you, better for Arkansas, better for all. First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey, it's Brad Bobo, and as the sideline reporter for Red Wolves football, I've had the chance to see firsthand the great work done by the physicians at Jonesboro Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. JOSM doctors have served the athletes at A-State for more than 40 years. Plus, on any Friday night, you can see their physicians on the sidelines at high school games around the area. Whether you're just starting your athletic career or if you're well past your playing days, JOSM can get you back in the game. To schedule an appointment, call 870-932-1820. Jonesboro Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, excelling in their field so you can excel on yours.
Demo's Smokehouse Barbecue on Johnson at Hilltop and on Main Street across from Jonesboro High School. Now, I'm from Memphis and I know barbecue, but there are people from Memphis that travel to Jonesboro to sample, taste, and enjoy Demo's Barbecue. No kidding. They come from Memphis, so no need to go anywhere else. Right here, the best barbecue is at Demo's. Any of the ribs, any of the plates, you can enjoy it all at Demo's Smokehouse Barbecue. My mouth is watering.
And we welcome you back to Raider Field, where we are in a weather delay. And there was evidently a lightning strike that the officials saw, and out of an abundance of caution, they have called a 30-minute weather delay. If you're just now joining us, the score is Nettleton 8, Greene County Tech 0. Nettleton scored on a Cameron Scarlett 4-yard touchdown run with 10:17 remaining in the first quarter. That made the score 6-0. The point after was no good. And then on the strangest play that I think I've ever seen here at Raider Field, the wind is just whipping, I would say probably 25 miles an hour at a probably steady gust, probably up to 40 miles per hour. The Greene County Tech punter punted as Nettleton's defense made a strong stand. Tech was 3 and out. And I thought they might have been partially blocked. Coach Massey did not think it was blocked. In any event, the ball got up high enough when the wind grabbed it, and it just blew it back into Greene County Tech's end zone. Coach, I guess they probably punted from the line of scrimmage anyway, was about the 22-yard line or so, and the ball just kept on rolling back, aided by the wind, and Nettleton, I guess Nettleton fell on it. In any event, the play was ruled a safety, and that's how the score has come to be 8-0.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know that. I know I've never seen a play in the kicking game that unusual here. That's got to be a record for our 125-year history. And all of football that I've coached over the years, I don't know that I've seen that. It's so unique. A lot of times, you have this rugby-style kicking that a lot of the colleges and even the pros use some, where you kind of kick that line drive, end-over-end rolling thing.
Right.
And I don't know, maybe they've never practiced it. I know we used to practice it here even with our junior high as a way to keep the ball low in the wind or try to at least get it over the line of scrimmage. And it's just, it's a shame to see that, but it was the breaks of the game and having the wind at our back. I couldn't believe the way it was coming up either. Showed up.
the strange thing about it, and we have 22 minutes remaining here in this lightning delay, and then we'll have some more tackle football for you. But the strange thing about it was just moments before that punt, there was some balloons that were let loose in the north end zone, and man, they probably about a dozen, maybe 2 dozen of them, black and gold and white balloons, and they were just streaking across the field. And that's how I first realized that wind has really picked up. Our good neighbor Ryan Vaughn, the chief meteorologist at KAIT, he has been texting me, and he was kind of surprised that there was a lightning delay here. He said that looking at the radar, he's got that kind of capability. He's the chief meteorologist. He says that the nearest lightning strike is 80 miles away. And Scotty Woodson, our producer at EAB, he sent me a radar shot, and it looks, relatively clear around here. But our cameraman up top said that he saw a lightning bolt, and obviously the referees did too. Maybe it was a bolt out of the blue. I don't know, but we're in a lightning delay in any event.
Well, those things can happen, and out of the blue. I was on a practice field in college one day, overcast, no rain, didn't feel like we were going to have tornadic problems or anything. We're on the field, and we had a large tower right in the middle of 4 football fields that our coaches would film off of. And we're sitting out there in the middle of practice, and the coaches are going over something, and all of a sudden the lightning comes out and hits that tower. And all of us hit the ground, and that was it. And, of course, back then, this is 1971, we had no delay. We had no, we just went right back to practice.
Well, we have just got big news from Coach Moss, our PA director here. It was actually not a lightning delay. And Ryan Vaughn just texted me, said the craziest thing about that punt play is that it made fake lightning. And Ryan Vaughn was right. There was no lightning. They just said it was a transformer that had blown. And we're going to play in just about 2 minutes, they said. This game will be back underway in about 2 minutes. And that is
46 on the clock right now.
Yep, that's wonderful news. So it was not lightning after all. It was announced that it was a lightning delay, and I was told that people had seen lightning, but I guess it was a transformer that has blown somewhere. And the good news is we're going to have football instead of 20 minutes of people having to listen to us talk. We're going to have football in about 3 minutes.
Thank goodness. Well, and another thing about this, the game is under control of the referee and his staff. And they're doing things to err on the side of caution. And,
right.
And it's a smart thing to do. We don't want any of these kids, everybody sitting out here in metal bleachers and that kind of thing.
Tell you what, let's do. Let's take a 2-minute break. When we come back, we will have the remainder of the first quarter. It's 8-0. Nettleton with an 8-point lead over Greene County Tech. And we'll be right back with more Raider football on the EAB Sports Network.
Huge savings now at every Kavanaugh dealership. Kavanaugh has a great selection of late model, low mileage, certified pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. And most are still under factory warranty. We have every make, every model, so you're sure to find the vehicle you want. And when you buy at Kavanaugh, every new and used purchase comes with 1 year free maintenance. Plus, we buy cars. Bring a vehicle, get a check. Come see us today at one of our dealerships or go to KavanaughCars.com.
Your specialty print and ship store is the Safe Ship Store in Jonesboro. Owner David Leonard wants to help you with all your shipping and printing needs, and they'll always give you the best customer service and highest quality product for the absolute lowest prices in town. So when you need something packed and shipped, or when you need printed products, call the Safe Ship Store. Come in today to see all they have to offer. For the best customer service, quality, and prices, visit the Safe Ship Store, 2500 Alexander Drive, Suite C in Jonesboro, 870-333-5068.
Across the state of Arkansas, Farmers and Merchants Bank and the Bank of Fayetteville join you in cheering on our favorite teams. We applaud that extra effort that makes our schools and activities an important part of our communities, more now than ever. Working as a team to make our communities better by helping you reach your goals, that's what happens at Farmers and Merchants Bank and the Bank of Fayetteville, home of Me Banking, member FDIC.
On the Front Row with Bedrow is brought to you by Gateway Tire and Service Center and Toyo Tires. Where there's always one thing you can count on, we go the distance for you. Before you hit the road for a trip across country or across town, drop by Gateway Tire and Service Center and check out the great deals on Toyo Tires. Whether it's tires or auto repair, you can always count on one thing. At Gateway Tire and Toyo Tires, we go the distance for you. At Gateway Tire in Paragould and Jonesboro, we go the distance for you.
We welcome you back to Raider Field, windy Raider Field, blowing transformers left and right, and we are just about to get back underway. We are in the first quarter. The score is Nettleton 8, Greene County Tech 0. Greene County Tech is about to kick off from their own 20. I say they're going to kick off. It's a free kick, Coach. I guess they could technically punt if they felt like they wanted to, but something tells me after that last fiasco, they're going to tee it up and try to kick it as low as they can.
Well, you can see the flags are standing straight out down here by the concession stand.
Yep.
I would try to kick it, roll it, or whatever I could. I think kicking it up into this wind would probably have the same result, a negative result. And, of course, then how do you judge that? When the ball goes 10 yards, is it a free ball? It might not even make 10 yards.
Yeah, Nettleton is going to have to deal with this wind whenever the quarter changes, and that's 7 minutes. Hopefully we got a big enough lead by then. It's not going to matter. Right now the lead is 8-0, and our deep guys are lined up on our own 35-yard line, Jaden Brown and Keandre Pope, and they're going to kick it off from the 20. And they do have a tee and a guy holding, and they're going to try an onside kick. That's smart. It is fielded by the Raiders and fielded cleanly. That was Kylan Butler who fielded it, and it's on the Greene County Tech 35-yard line. That's where Nettleton will take over 1st and 10. I think that was a smart play, honestly, with the way this wind is, Coach.
The only thing I would have done myself is coach them to kick it maybe just a little bit harder, and maybe try to get it through a few people. But, no, that was the best thing to do. At least they didn't end up with minus yardage. So
Cameron Scarlett back to work with this Nettleton Raider offense. In motion is Savion Pretty Boy Floyd. Cameron Scarlett's going to run it himself. He's at the 20, the 15, and he is shoestring tackled at about the 13-yard line. The young man who saved a touchdown was Devin Hensley, but that was a big run by Cameron Scarlett, and it's going to be 1st down and 10 for the Raiders at the 14-yard line of the Golden Eagles. Big run by Cameron, and the Raiders with a little bit of a hurry up. In motion is Savion Floyd. He gives to Kobe Bradley. Kobe Bradley on his feet and down to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of about 5. It's going to be 2nd down and 5 for the Raiders.
Well, first we had Cam running the quarterback power and came right back with Kobe. And I like a little hurry-up stuff and try to keep, the big thing about moving the football going north, you're going to have to keep it on the ground. So we have the plus advantage of being able to run or throw here.
Scarlett with 2 backs in the backfield with him, Kobe Bradley and Savion Pretty Boy Floyd. Floyd on his left, Bradley on his right. Floyd in motion. Cameron Scarlett's going to keep it, and he is wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And he falls forward for maybe a short gain. It's going to be 3rd down and about 5 for the Raiders.
Quarterback power again with the option look off of it. Eventually we'll set that up. It won't pull the guard, and we'll be able to carry the option outside and should get a big play out of it because it's not being covered right now.
3rd down and 5 for the Raiders on the Greene County Tech 9-yard line. Cameron Scarlett with Kobe Bradley on his right hip. In motion is DJ Willis. Scarlett, the quarterback keeper, blocked by Willis. Scarlett into the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. Cameron Scarlett with his 2nd touchdown of the night makes the score 14-0.
Did a fantastic job that time. They faked jet off the thing. He just took it upside. And again, he is running so hard over people, breaking any arm tackles. You're going to have to get a lot more physical on him to have a chance to take him down, and they're not doing that right now.
Cameron Scarlett with the 2nd touchdown of the night, and that's a young man who played middle linebacker for us a couple of years ago as a sophomore. Cameron Scarlett did. He is a tough running quarterback for sure. Joseph Newhung boots the ball through the uprights. The PAT is good, and with 5:42 remaining in the first quarter, your score is now Nettleton 15 and Greene County Tech 0.
Yeah, they've just got 14 on the board there, but they'll get that corrected. Cameron also, 2018, we were junior high conference champions. his first time to play quarterback for, I guess, the second year, but we also start him at inside linebacker.
Yep, that is not something you see very often. And I tell you the truth, I was so impressed at how well that young man plays linebacker. I asked Coach Wilson before the season, is he going to play offense? Or is he going to play defense as well as offense? Coach Wilson said, are you crazy? There's no way I'm going to put him in there.
Yeah, we even had a little discussion on the junior high staff about doing that, but he was the best we had, and we needed him to win a conference championship to be on both sides.
Keandre Pope is going to hold the ball for Kendrick McShann. Nettleton is about to kick off, and, man, Kendrick McShann, he's got to be loving this. He's kicking with a huge win. The ball fielded at the 5-yard line, is fumbled at the 5, and a little handoff play, almost a little modified reverse, and the Greene County Tech Golden Eagles with some success with it. They get the ball out to the 25-yard line, their own 25-yard line, and that's where they'll take over 1st and 10.
Kendrick took a much shorter approach then. He could have put that ball in the end zone. Evidently our strategy was try to make them field it and return it, and they did have a little razzle-dazzle on the play, but the receiver dropped the ball, so they didn't make a good, clean handoff, and we were able to adjust.
We have an injury timeout. There's an injured young man on the field. It looks like it's a Greene County Tech player. He is on the far sideline, and let's hope that young man is all right. As soon as we can get you a number, we will. The Greene County Tech training staff is checking on him. He's over there on the 34-yard line. This Greene County Tech team is a team that has been just really hit hard by the injury bug this year. Their quarterback, Markellen Barber, who is an excellent quarterback, down with a broken arm, and that's tough. There's some years it's like that, Coach. It seems like you just kind of snake bit, and something tells me that that's the way that the coaches for Greene County Tech feel about this year.
It's every team goes through that. I don't care who it is. I can't remember all the numbers of times, and sometimes it might just be a few players make a big difference, but what I'm understanding is they've had several players go down. They're having to move some younger kids up, and that will be a plus for them in the years to come, getting these some kids some experience now, but having to bite the bullet of having to lose in that fashion.
The Greene County Tech player, he's got his side to us. I still have not been able to give you to see a number, so I can't give you a name, but he is it's like he's holding his rib cage. He's standing up, and that's good news. He's doing fine. He's just holding his ribs, and that looks like that might be what the injury is. That's Zane Stricker is the injured Golden Eagle, and he is walking off the field, and everybody gives him a nice round of applause, and we sure hope that Zane is all right and back out on the field as quickly as possible. Hope that young man is okay. He I don't know, he may have in blocking somebody, or somebody might have hit him over there. I'm not sure what happened, but we'll hope that Zane is all right. So Greene County Tech 1st and 10 from their own 25. Farmer the quarterback, empty backfield. Something tells me they're going to run out of it, and they do. Quarterback draw, but he is met immediately by Nettleton's number 20. That's Blake Brown. Blake tackles him after a gain of 1. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Farmer run hard after he was initially hit.
Well, that's what we call a double nasty formation. It had no wides to it, and everybody was lined up in there, and he just tried to pick a hole. They're just trying to match up, but our guys are doing a good job of holding up in there.
Yeah, there's no wideouts and an empty backfield. So 2 lines of blockers, and, man, that is blown up that time. Another quarterback keeper, Jordan Pegram, said, "How do you do, Mrs. Wiley?" Immediately. That's a loss of 1. Tackle for loss, Jordan Pegram. And it's going to be 3rd down and 10 for the Golden Eagles.
The only thing that worries me a little bit about this formation is him maybe faking the run and jumping up, because we did not cover those double nasties that time, and we came totally clean. They didn't touch a soul, but if they break out on that and we bite on that play action, that might leave somebody open for a short pass if they want to chance it.
Same formation. Farmer, he's running right side this time and finds the edge, but immediately is tackled. That is Blake Brown on the far sideline, tripped him up. He fell forward and made a nice gain out of it. It's going to be 4th down and 3 for Greene County Tech. See if they risk a punt, if they're going to go for it. It looks like they may. Well, the quarterback is in the shotgun. It's 4th down and 3. They're going to go for it. Quarterback running right side, looking for a crease. He is stopped short. He stopped short of the first down. The Raider defensive line did a good job of holding. That's going to be a turnover on downs. 1st down Raiders. It looks like Jorge Salas in on the stop. Jamie Morris, also Jordan Pegram. So turnover on downs, 1st down Raiders. Excellent field position. They are at the Greene County Tech 33-yard line.
Well, it came out in that double nasty slot formation. Actually, it's like almost a double unbound. They got 4 men on each side of the center and then a power back in there, and they ran up the middle twice for nothing, ran a sweep with the quarterback the next 2 times, and they were a yard short.
Nettleton 15, Greene County Tech 0. Cameron Scarlett going to keep it. Running right up the middle, and he is thrown backwards right about the 30-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 2, 2nd down and 8.
Well, ride the big horse. I mean, we're staying with the quarterback power, and it's working, and we picked up a little over 2 that time. See what happens here.
3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the first quarter. We had a slight delay, had a transformer blow, some weather rolling through, some high winds. 2nd down and 8. Braylon King in motion, gives to Kobe Bradley. Kobe Bradley bounces outside. He has the 1st down. He's dashing down the sideline, the 10, the 5. He's into the end zone. Touchdown Raiders. Touchdown Kobe Bradley.
That's where you saw his speed right there. He broke away, and about 4 guys in the secondary had an angle on him, and he just took off and left them. Great job, great speed. Kind of tight roping down that sideline, but did an excellent job with his speed. Scored for him right there.
That makes the score 21-0, and on to attempt the extra point is Joseph Newhung. That young man is bad to the bone. He lines it up. Ken Warren McShann to hold. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Just got over the crossbar there, and that makes the score 22-0 with 3:03 remaining here in the first quarter. So Nettleton taking advantage of this wind, and big lead here in the first quarter, 22-0.
You know, it looks to me like Joseph might be dragging his right leg a little bit. He may have a little quad strain or something, like he's got a little limp, because usually he's got a little more power with the ball coming off his foot than that last kick.
Especially with a 40-mile-an-hour wind at his back.
Exactly. I'm afraid he may have done something to that leg.
So Nettleton with a 22-0 lead, 3:03 remaining in the first quarter. And they'll be kicking off from the 40-yard line. That's where they kick off in high school. 60 yards to the end zone. 40-mile-an-hour wind at Kendrick McShann's back. Let's see if he can punch it into the black paint. Homecoming night here at Nettleton. Outstanding crowd. And they are enjoying a big Raider lead right now. The play is whistled dead as he was kicking. And, Coach, I'm assuming offside. Yeah. So they'll back it up 5 yards, let him kick again. We have great crowd, homecoming, celebrating 125 years of Nettleton Public Schools. And, man, what a great celebration we had all day long today. Want to thank our good friend Ryan Vaughn, our chief meteorologist, for holding off the rain for the parade and the pep rally. Just a festive atmosphere all day long here at Nettleton.
Kind of nice to get back to that after last year.
No doubt. No doubt. And we are enjoying normalcy here. Kendrick McShann kicks it deep. It's fielded at the 5-yard line. And, again, they do a little fake reverse this time, and that is number 1. Boy, a couple of Nettleton players just really collided into each other. Ken Warren McShann and I think that might have been Keandre Pope. Actually, it's downtown Jaden Brown, looks like, that really run into each other hard. That was Tristan Cartwright on the return. It was a good one. He gets it out to the 29-yard line. That's where Greene County Tech will take over 1st and 10. Correction, on their own 28-yard line. So the Golden Eagles down by 22 with 2:54 remaining here in the first quarter.
We're going to spread it back out now a little bit.
The no more big nasty. Farmer with Snyder. Farmer's going to keep it, and he is tackled by Jordan Pegram. Jordan Pegram, like a heat-seeking missile, tackles the quarterback, and that's going to be, I believe that's no gain. So it's going to, maybe even a short loss. Let's see where they mark it.
They shifted or stemmed back down into a double nasty or a nasty set on this end of the boundary and then ran the sweep that way. Just trying to split a one receiver out up there.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Gage Snyder, the ball carrier. He found a little crease in that Nettleton defense down to the 40-yard line. That's a first down for Snyder. Nice run by Gage Snyder. First down, Golden Eagles.
Counter play. And, of course, they haven't had a lot of offense. That's the first time we've seen that tonight. Get ready to see that again in this next series.
It's the furthest that Greene County Tech has advanced the ball in this game. They're at their own 40-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Nettleton up 22-0. Farmer, the quarterback, gives the ball to Snyder. Snyder is tackled immediately by Jordan Pegram. After a gain of 1, it's going to be 2nd down and 9. That number 9, he just has a nose for the ball, Jordan Pegram.
Jordan's doing a great job. Found his home. That's what he needs to be playing. And they came right back with the counter again. And this time, you know, the old rule as a defensive coach, you defeat me once or beat me once, shame on me. You defeat me twice, you know, or shame on you. You beat me twice, shame on me. And that didn't happen to Jordan that time.
2nd down and 9 for Greene County Tech. Farmer, the quarterback. Garish in the backfield with him. And the quarterback keeps it, and he's tackled by Opie. Orion Pugh, gain of 1. It's going to be a gain of a couple. It's going to be 3rd down and 7. Orion Pugh got his name called on the loudspeakers, and I think his whole family was cheering for him. They love to hear.
Here in front of us.
Yeah, love it, love it. High school football, and it's a wonderful night here at Nettleton for it. Homecoming night. 3rd down and 7. Garish, the running back, in the backfield with Farmer. They give to Garish. He breaks through a tackle and gets to the 46-yard line. It's going to be a gain of maybe 3, and it's going to bring up 4th down and 3 for the Golden Eagles.
Well, 4 plays, 3 of them counters.
Be 4th and 4, actually, for Greene County Tech. They're at their own 46-yard line. Nettleton elects to take a timeout, and we will take a timeout with them. With 25 seconds remaining in the first quarter, your score is Nettleton 22, Greene County Tech 0. We'll be right back in 30 seconds with more Raider football on the EAB Sports Network and Nettleton Television.
Or if you've been in a car accident, you should call the doctors at the Betts Clinic. They've been helping the residents of Jonesboro and Northeast Arkansas for over 20 years now. Many people don't know what to do or where to go after a wreck. Go to the Betts Clinic. You can call them now at 931-3722 or find them on the web at thebettsclinic.com. If you have a bulging or herniated disc, let the doctors at the Betts Clinic help you, like they've helped so many others. Call 931-3722 or go to thebettsclinic.com.
Welcome back to Raider Football on NTV and the EAB Sports Network. We're in the first quarter with 25 seconds remaining in the quarter. It's Nettleton 22, Greene County Tech 0. Greene County Tech has the ball 4th and 4 from their own 46-yard line. Wind is really blowing out there. It's blowing from left to right on your radio dial. Greene County Tech is moving from right to left on your radio dial, so they're going against the wind. And it looks like they're going to go for it here on 4th down and 4. Interesting call, Coach.
Well, might try to draw them off sides. Only need 4, or they may try a quick kick.
He's rolling right. Looks like he's going to try to pass it. He throws it up, and it is incomplete, out of bounds, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Nettleton will take over 1st and 10 on the 46-yard line, and that was a little bit puzzling turn of events there for the Golden Eagles.
Well, evidently, I don't know whether it's an injury factor or what, but they just don't feel like they have any confidence at all or any kind of a way to kick into this wind. Like I said, some of the low end over end, line drive, rugby style things.
20 seconds on the clock, then Nettleton's going to have to go against the wind. Maybe it'll die down in the next 20 seconds. Cameron Scarlett He's keeping it. He's running left side, and he makes it to the 40-yard line before he stood up. It's going to be a gain of 5 for the All-State quarterback, maybe a gain of 6. It's going to be second down and a long 4 for the Raiders on the Greene County Tech 40-yard line.
And that's the quarter.
And that is the quarter. So with the second quarter coming up, it's all Nettleton so far, 22-0. 60-second timeout. More Raider football when we come back on the EAB Sports Network.
Your medical needs are, and the way you manage those needs should be personal as well. The team at Southern Home Healthcare is local, knowledgeable, and courteous, giving you the customized care you and your family deserve. When facing breathing challenges, the on-staff respiratory therapists at Southern Home Healthcare provide support and guidance just for you, and you can sleep better with the help of their CPAP and BiPAP therapy. Plus, treat your strains, sprains, and pain with the help of Southern Home Healthcare's high-quality bracing devices. Go online to southernhomehealthjonesboro.com.
Jonesboro Overhead Doors and Tri-County Garage Doors. With over 40 years of service, Jonesboro Overhead Doors and Tri-County Garage Doors is your first call for commercial, industrial, and residential overhead and garage doors. Come see us at 925 East Parker Road or give us a call at 870-932-6891. Good luck to all the team from Jonesboro Overhead Doors and Tri-County Garage Doors.
And we welcome you back to Raider Field. Homecoming night has been a happy homecoming so far for Raider Nation as Nettleton leads Greene County Tech 22-0 at the end of the first quarter. Nettleton will be starting the quarter on the Tech 40-yard line. Cameron Scarlett in the gun. Gives to Kobe Bradley. Kobe Bradley running left side, has some room, and he is off to the races, folks. He's at the 10. He's at the 5. He is in the end zone. Touchdown Raiders. Touchdown Kobe Bradley.
They do not have answer for our power plays. All we've done is run power with Kobe 3 or 4 times. He scored twice, and then Cameron, that's all he's been running. We have not run anything outside, any pitches, any sweeps, any kind of jets. We of course, we haven't had to, and they have no answer for it at this time.
And that makes the score 28-0. Joseph Newhung out to attempt the extra point. Actually, that's Daniel Golden out to attempt the extra point. This is going to be a challenging extra point. There's about a 40-mile-an-hour wind right in his face. Golden kicks it, and it is off of the crossbar and is no good. So the PAT is no good. The wind undoubtedly helped knock that thing down, and Golden just misses.
You get it up in the air at all, and you can about forget it. Unless they were a lot bigger and stronger, they might have a chance with it. But I think that Daniel had probably a little stronger leg than Joseph has. They made the adjustment. Like I said, I felt like Joseph is pulled up a little lame kind of the way he's moving. But, you know, that's if that's the worst thing that happened, you're going to see us run the ball a lot. Now, get ready. You're going to see the ball aired out here a bunch. They're down, 28?
28-0.
Barely 9 seconds into the second quarter. They're going to try to chunk a bunch.
So on the first play of the second quarter, Nettleton with a 40-yard run by Kobe Bradley. That is Kobe's second touchdown run of the day, evening. He had a 31-yard touchdown run in the first quarter, and he's got at least 71 yards of rushing, and he may be at that 100-yard mark right here in the early going of the second quarter. It's 28-0 Nettleton. And Kendrick McShann is going to kick the ball into this stiff wind. Raider Nation celebrating a big homecoming lead right now, 28-0 over our old rivals, the Greene County Tech Golden Eagles. Kendrick McShann kicks it high, and it drops at about the 20-yard line. And immediately some black jerseys are there making the tackle. In on the stop, number 28, the Junebug. You know who that is, don't you? That's the one and only Derek Allen. He's leading the tackle.
Yeah. Junebug, I forgot that. I'm glad you reminded me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's been a great player for the Raiders this year on special teams, on defense. Number 28. He ain't afraid to stick his nose in there, I promise you.
He's a good one.
He really is good.
Great track athlete, too.
No doubt. No doubt about it. You're going to hear his name a lot in the next few years. Mark it down, Raider fans. Derek Allen. So Greene County Tech takes over 1st and 10 from their own 25. Farmer in the backfield. He's going to pass, just like Coach said. It is intended and incomplete. It is intended over there for number 14, Payne Greer, but it is out of bounds. 2nd down and 10.
Had a trip set to our right. They ran 2 short route by number 1 and number 3, and number 2 went deep, and they went after him, and it's out of bounds.
Good job over there by Juan Badillo, the cornerback, on the coverage. 2nd down and 10 for Greene County Tech from their own 25-yard line. Farmer, the quarterback. Snyder in the backfield with him. It's 2nd down and 10. Quarterback keeper, nowhere to run as that Nettleton defensive line stands strong. A little help from the linebackers, Orion Pugh, Jamie Morris, Javante Wallace with his nose in there as well. It is no gain on the play. It is going to be 3rd down and 9.
Jump that time, but did not get a call on it. So, as you say, 3rd and 9, and they'll definitely, I'd be shocked if they don't put it in there. And now we're coming trips to our left.
Trips near side, 1 receiver up top for Greene County Tech. 3rd down and 9, definite passing down, but they're going to run it. Running left side, and he's got some room. He's got the 1st down, and he is tackled out of bounds. They're going to call Dorian on a late hit, as Dorian hit him while he was out of bounds, knocked him down, and the referee immediately threw his flag. So they're going to tack on 15 yards to that 9-yard run.
Those penalties will kill you and keep drives alive. But that was a great run by that young man. Did a good job, and I'm sure we're thinking kind of back on our heels a little bit that they're going to chunk it. He did a great job, picked it up about a yard or so, and then let's say we hit him late, and that was that could be costly here on this drive.
So it'll be 15 yards added and to the end of the play, and that's going to put the ball into Nettleton Raider territory. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Greene County Tech on the Nettleton 47-yard line. Nettleton with a 28-0 lead here in the 2nd quarter. Camden Farmer, the quarterback for Tech, gives to the running back, Snyder, running right up the middle, and he is hit immediately by that strong Nettleton defensive front.
That's Greene County's version of their power, and they have just not had hardly any success. I think 4 yards maybe is the most they picked up out of that all night.
Blake Brown on the stop for the Raiders on that play. 2nd down and 8. Farmer running left side, looking for the edge, and he gains a couple of yards before Blake Brown once again makes the tackle. Good play over there on the far sideline by Blake Brown. It's going to be 3rd down and 7 for Greene County Tech on the Nettleton 44-yard line.
They came back with the trip set. Quarterback, as we say, you beat me once, shame on you. Beat me twice, shame on me. That time we shut it down on the 2nd view.
3rd down and 7. 1 receiver near side, 3 up top. They're going to throw. Farmer, he's got a man, but good coverage there by Juan Badillo. The pass is incomplete, and it's going to be 4th down and 7. But
good job by Juan by looking back. He could have been called for that if he hadn't turned around, but great job. But they'll definitely go for it now.
Coach Alan Johnson has done a very good job with the defense overall, especially the defensive secondary. And Juan Badillo is a young man who's doing a great job for us all year long. 4th down and 7, and Greene County Tech is going to punt. With the wind at his back, there's a good chance of kicking it into the end zone. The punter is standing on his own 44-yard line. High snap, low kick, hits at the 10-yard line, rolls out of bounds at the 5-yard line. So Nettleton will be pinned back at their own 5 with 9:38 remaining in the 2nd quarter. Your score is Nettleton 28, Greene County Tech 0.
You can see here, I know nothing about the offensive side of the ball in the kicking game. I thought being down is 28-0 with the ball on our 45. They might try, but here, pin it, try to make us drive, and hope we'll make a mistake. We can take it that far.
So Nettleton has 95 yards in front of them They have 9 minutes and 38 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Nettleton leads this game 28-0 here in the second quarter. It's been all Raiders so far, as Nettleton looking to move to 7-0 on the season. A happy homecoming for sure. And, Coach, there's evidently there was some type of penalty because they moved it back out to the 20. So it must have been some kind of personal foul against Greene County Tech. I missed it. So it's 1st and 10 for the Raiders on their own 20. We're not pinned back anymore. In motion is Braylon King. Cameron Scarlett, quarterback keeper, makes a move, and he is tackled after a gain of 5. He gets it out to the 25-yard line, 2nd down and 5.
Faked the jet sweep, came back with quarterback counter this time.
9:20 on the clock in the second quarter. Nettleton 28, Greene County Tech 0. Cameron Scarlett from the shotgun. He's got Kobe Bradley in the backfield with him. Kobe's already got 95 yards in this game. Downtown Jaden Brown, there's that jet sweep, and boy, he is upended. I believe that was Payne Greer who took his legs out from under him, and he nosedives down after a gain of a couple. It'll be 3rd down and 3.
Well, the adjustment that they're trying to make to our powers, they're taking, put 4 linemen down, 2 in the A gaps, 2 in the B gaps, and then they're putting 2 outside linebackers up on the ball, try to take that away. But now we're over there in the tight trips. See what happens with this.
Scarlett fakes the pitch, runs it himself. He's got the first down. He is falls forward to the 38-yard line. Cameron Scarlett, you need a first down? Not a bad idea to give it to number 9.
He or Kobe, either one, I'd feel safe with.
1st and 10 Raiders from their own 35-yard line, 35.5-yard line. Scarlett with Kobe Bradley in the backfield with him. 2 receivers near side. In motion is Braylon King. Gives to Kobe Bradley. Kobe Bradley looking for some room to run left side. He falls forward after a short gain. We'll call it a gain of 3. It's going to be 2nd down and 7.
We're not getting enough push down on that B-gap player. We're kicking out and holding the outside backer okay, but they were able to, shut it down. That adjustment may help them a little bit.
Nettleton up 28-0, 7 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock here in the second quarter. Cameron Scarlett from the gun. Kobe Bradley in the backfield with him. Gives to Kobe Bradley. Kobe Bradley finds a hole, finds the edge, left side, and he's off to the races. He's at the 40, gets a downfield block. He's going to score. He's at the 10, he's at the 5. Kobe Bradley with his 3rd touchdown of the night. Touchdown Raiders. I do see a flag, but it seemed like it came late and liable to be a taunting call after the touchdown, as Kobe looked like he might have been mouthing a little bit as he crossed the goal line, but he just ran it in from, I'm trying to figure out how long that is. That's
65, 70 yards somewhere in there.
62 yards, what I got.
The thing opened up, and he just, again, his speed, he took off, I believe it was number 26, 23, Zane, it might have been a Stricker kid, had a chance to run him down, but there was some chicken fighting going on. Yeah, anytime you have your ball carrier in front of you, don't touch a soul. Just stay away from them. And we might have got a little happy and mouthed. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Well, we'll see what they say. Might have been Greene County Tech. The touchdown is good. The touchdown is good. Dead ball foul, unsportsmanlike conduct against Nettleton. And I'm sure that'll be assessed on the kickoff. But, yeah.
It looks like they could end it right here on the extra point.
Well, they sure are. It's not going to be on the kickoff after all. It's on the extra point, as Coach said. So the score is now, can you see what that
34.
score is? 34-0. And let's see, we're out of field goal range right now, so we're going to go for 2.
Definitely.
With the ball on the 18-yard line, it looks like. He's going to pass. Cameron Scarlett under pressure, and boy, he is hammered after he throws. It is complete. And the 2-point conversion is no good. Complete to Kenmore and McShann. Boy, he was fighting for that pylon, and I guess they said he got out of bounds before he got there. Almost got a 2-point conversion, but it ruled a little bit short. What do you think about that, Coach?
Well, it was real close, but the pylons are laying down. 4 of the 6 pylons in that end zone because of the wind. It's almost like if it had been set up, it might have been a little clearer for him to see. But the official The side judge here was like 6-7 yards behind it, so he didn't have a great view. So, one of those things could have gone either way.
Well, 7:21 remaining in the half, and Nettleton now with a 34-0 lead over Greene County Tech. The 2-point conversion is no good, and Nettleton showing that they can move the ball against Greene County Tech, and they can also move the ball against this biting, cold, northerly wind.
I felt like, we might run a little clock off here, but we scored, under 2 minutes, 95 yards, close to that.
Yes, sir. We'll call that another Kavanaugh Auto Group drive of the night. To see their complete inventory from the comfort of your home, log on to KavanaughCars.com. Also, hang around after the game. Go to 95.3 The Ticket, and you can listen to my good friend Will Oswalt with the Kavanaugh Auto Group Friday Night Lights scoreboard show. A lot of good games in the area tonight. We'll have all the action broken down for you on 95.3 The Ticket. Boy, that is a ball that just absolutely died. And Greene County Tech, the kickoff, Greene County Tech fields it, and good job there by the young man who fielded that ball, and he advanced it to the Nettleton, or to the Greene County Tech 44-yard line. That was Matthew Akins on the return. Greene County Tech going to have good field position.
Well, with this win, see, the kids, this is something you can't even really practice.
Right.
And the ball was kicked, it skied up so high.
Yep.
And we could have gone down and caught it, or they could have fair caught it. But all of a sudden, everybody kind of broke down. Some of them didn't know where the ball was. Picked it up on a bounce and got a decent return out of it.
It's like there's an unseen hand out there that just swatted the ball down. This wind is really something here tonight on homecoming night at Raider Field. Screen pass, jailbreak, defensive line, and it's an incomplete pass. Orion Pugh was right in his face as he threw it.
He sent Opie up through that B gap, came scot-free, got in his face, and only thing he could have done a little better was get his hands up. But he made the kid throw it low, and it was a good job, good pressure.
Yeah, great job by Orion Pugh. Outstanding young man. He's in my third period class, and love Orion. Great young man. Those trees, maybe you can see it on your screen. They are really moving back there here at Raider Field. Another blitz by the Raiders. The quarterback tackled in the backfield. I believe that was Blake Brown who made the initial contact, and it was. Also over there is Jordan Pegram, and number 57, that's Caden Newsom. Good to see Caden out there. Loss of 3. It's going to be 3rd down and 13 for the Golden Eagles. Nettleton with a 34-0 lead here in the second quarter. A lot of class reunions going on. A class of 76, class of 1981, class of 2011. You can bet those old Raiders are loving to see the Raiders of this year with a 34-0 lead over Greene County Tech. Happy night at Raider Field for sure. Farmer running right side, rolling out. Pass is intended for number 3 and incomplete. That is Devin Hensley, and it looked like it just hit him in his shoulder pads, on his chest, and just bounced forward. So incomplete pass.
Thought he should have caught that football.
Yep.
He ran a nice little in-out route and kind of what we call a dig out. Did a good job with it. Quarterback rolled, got the ball to him. Just got to make those catches, keep the drives moving.
Payne Greer on to punt. Back deep for the Raiders is Markellen Barber, who wears number 1. I'm wearing number 1 tonight. Markellen gifted me with his jersey, and very appreciative of Markellen wearing number 1 in his honor. The punt is off. It bounces, and Markellen gets away from it, takes a Greene County Tech roll, and boy, does it ever roll. That wind may blow it into the end zone. It's down at looks like the 3-yard line. That's where Greene County Tech downs it, and Nettleton will be pinned deep with 6:10 remaining in the first half. Your score, Nettleton 34, Greene County Tech 0. We've got about 97 yards in front of us, 6 minutes and 10 seconds, 3 timeouts. It'd be nice to score again, Coach, get that turbo clock running in the second half.
It might happen, very well happen. If it doesn't now, it might early in the third quarter. Get some of these other kids in, give them a chance to play.
Cameron Scarlett standing on his own goal line. Kobe Bradley, or actually Keandre Pope, the ball carrier, he breaks a tackle. He's still on his feet. Keandre running tough. He gains 3 tough yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 7 as there's a flag on the play right back by the goal line. Let's see what they call here. It's going to be holding. Yeah, holding against the Raiders. So they'll back it up half the distance to the goal. It's going to be a replay of first down. It'll be first down after the penalty. It's going to be first down and 12 from the 2. Scarlett from his own end zone. Hard count, and I believe Greene County Tech might have jumped off sides right there. Yep, offsides against Greene County Tech, and that's 5 yards of breathing room that we needed, Coach.
Just love to see offenses that vary the count. It just keeps the defense on their heels.
So Cameron Scarlett with a little bit of breathing room. He's no longer in his end zone. He's standing on the 3-yard line in the gun. Keandre Pope in the backfield with him. He gives to Keandre Pope. Keandre running right side off of right tackle. Big Moses Williams with the big block, and he's close to the first down. It's going to be second down and 1. Really second down and a foot maybe. Actually, they're calling it a first down. Sure enough, good run by Keandre Pope. So first down and 10 for the Raiders from their own 14-yard line. Keandre Pope, the running back, sending back in the backfield with the All-State senior Cameron Scarlett. In motion is Savion Pretty Boy Floyd, gives it to the Pope, and the Pope is hit immediately in the backfield by some Greene County Tech defenders.
We came back, we counted that way, and almost had a mishandled snap on that. Exchange.
Devin Hensley with the stop. It's going to be second down and 10 for the Raiders. The clock with 4 minutes and 50 seconds. Nettleton with a 34-0 lead here in the second quarter. Hard count, and it looked to me like Greene County Tech jumped, but evidently they didn't. No whistle, no yellow flag flying. So Cameron will reset. Gives to the Pope. Keandre running right side, and boy, he's hit by a gang of white jerseys over there. He is thrown backwards, but forward progress is going to be a gain of a couple, and that'll be third down and 8 for the Raiders.
Yeah, this 8-man or 6-man front they're running up there is making it a little tougher for us to block on the powers and the counter. We picked up a couple, but we're not having those gaping holes we had early.
Third down and 8 from the Raiders. Ball at their own 16-yard line. Greene County Tech has another defender on their side right now. It's called the Wind. Screen pass, complete, far side, and Ken Warren McShann has the first down. Good run after the catch by Kenny Mack, and he's got the first down, move the chains.
Great execution. Coach Wilson, a great call, and picked it up. Now, what do we?
I believe we got a flag on the field. We sure do. Let's see what the call is. Actually, they're waving the flag off, so that's good news. They're waving the flag off. 3 minutes and 48 seconds remaining in the second quarter. 34-0. Nettleton would like to punch it in, let the turbo clock run the entire second half, and get their younger guys a chance to play here on homecoming night under the Friday night lights. Cameron Scarlett, hard count, and the left side of the Greene County Tech line jumps offside, so instead of 1st and 10, it's going to be 1st and 5 for the Raiders.
Need to come back with that call again to vary the snap, got another 9. Then we pick up a first down and haven't even snapped the ball.
1st and 5 for the Raiders from their own 31-yard line. They started this drive at about the 3. 3 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock, and the clock is ticking. In motion is downtown Jaden Brown. Oh, it's a bad snap. It goes past Cameron Scarlett. Cameron trying to make something of it, but he's going to be tackled for a loss. He is hit in the backfield, and it's going to be a loss of about 6. Maybe a loss of more than that, loss of 8. And it's going to be second, instead of it was 1st and 5, it's going to be second down and about 13 now.
And it would have been about 20 if he hadn't picked it up and come back about 6 or 7 yards.
That's right. That's right. So good effort there by Cameron for sure. And Jaden Brown was in motion. It looked like it might not have been a bad snap. Cameron might have just took his eye off the ball as the receiver was running by him. In any event, it's a big loss of 8. Second down and 13 for the Raiders. Jaden Brown in motion again. Scarlett's going to pass. Intended for DJ Willis, a low throw, incomplete, and it's going to be 3rd down and 13. The clock stops at 2:33 in the second quarter. Nettleton up 34-0.
We had it. This time we run the screen to the left. They came after us. We just got to punch them a little bit and just slow them down a hair, and we didn't do it.
So 3rd down and 13. Empty backfield, or actually Keandre Pope back there with him. 2 receivers, twins up top, twins near side. 4 receivers. Cameron Scarlett from the gun. He drops straight back. He's going to pass. Over the middle. He's got him in. Ken Warren McShane catches the ball at the 50-yard line, runs down to the 40 where he is thrown forward. 1st down, Raiders. Move the chains. Big play. Great pass against the wind by Cameron Scarlett.
And a great catch, too. He kind of had to stretch out forward. And great job. Move the chains, baby. Keep it going.
I love it. Nettleton with 2 timeouts, 34-0 lead. We received the first half kickoff, and so we'll be kicking off in the 3rd quarter, and you can bet we'd like to do it with more than a 35-point lead. Keandre Pope and downtown Jaden Brown in the backfield with Scarlett. Little screen pass to Jaden Brown. Jaden Brown's got some running room. He's at the 15, the 10. Touchdown, Jaden Brown. Touchdown, Raiders.
He had a little swing pass that time. We got the 2 blocks by the 2 wides, and there was no safety in sight. Just split it right up the middle, and, boy, again, you saw his speed right there. Great job by Jaden.
Downtown Jaden Brown is a football player, believe me. He was out of the backfield and caught that ball, and he was off to the races. So Nettleton, with the touchdown, makes the score 40-0 with 1:54 remaining in the second quarter. That's Daniel Golden, the Golden boy, on to attempt the point after. Boy, he's got plenty of leg that time. He kicks it up and through, and Daniel Golden, just like his brother Michael Golden years ago, splits the uprights with authority and gives Nettleton a 41-0 lead.
It's good to see the Golden boys continuing the tradition here. Great job.
What a tradition it is, for sure.
Had plenty of leg that time.
Oh, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. That wind was no problem for him. He could have he cleared it by about 15 yards, so how about that? 41-0, Nettleton up here on a happy homecoming night. They have just come out and just completely dominated this game. Coach, you got to be impressed with how the Raiders have played so far.
Well, they're taking care of business, and it's exciting to think what can happen in the next 3 weeks. The way things are panning out right now, looking at the rest of the schedule, even if they were to take down or lose one of the next 2 ball games, should be meet and win for the conference championship in Week 10.
They play Forest City on the road next week, and then we host Valley View in Week 9, and then we close out the season in Week 10 at Wynn. And don't want to look past anybody for sure in getting there, but boy, that is Week 9 and Week 10 going to be big games for sure. McShane with the kickoff, and Greene County Tech's returner is tackled at the at his own 36-yard line.
Got a flag.
Number 22, Jamie Morris. There is a flag on the play. 1:47 remaining in the second quarter. Nettleton up 41-0 over Greene County Tech. Yeah. It's going to be a block to the back, illegal block to the back against Greene County Tech, so they'll back it up.
Spot of the foul there. That should put it, on the 20, around there somewhere.
I didn't see where the infraction occurred, but it's going to be, and now they're backing it up. Now they're walking it back. Let's see. It's backing it back to the 15-yard line, 14-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 Golden Eagles from their own 15. 1:47 to play in the half. Farmer, the quarterback from the gun, gives it to, actually fakes it to Garish, and he is tackled by Blake Brown. Blake Brown with a big tackle, and it is going to be 2nd down and 10 after no gain. Actually, it's going to be a little bit of a loss, so another tackle for loss for Blake Brown, a loss of a couple. That Blake Brown Heck of a linebacker.
Well, smart right there is he just sat at home, he read his keys and waited, and there it came. You know, you don't chase that zone back. You wait on the quarterback. Quarterback faces him, he's yours.
1 minute and 14 seconds on the clock. Nettleton up 41-0. Turbo clock looks like it will be rolling in the second half. Farmer rolling to his left. He's looking to throw. Throws it out of bounds. With the wind at his back, he looked a little bit like Dan Marino when he threw that ball.
Yeah, and it's so hard. He's right-handed, running to his left, trying to get it. I'm sure he's probably trying to put a little extra on the ball, and, yeah, the wind just picked it up. There it went like a javelin almost.
I think one of the Greene County Tech fans caught that one. 3rd down and 12 for Tech. 1 minute and 1 second on the clock. A game that has been dominated by the Raiders. Kobe Bradley well over 100 yards rushing. Farmer, the quarterback, Garish in the backfield with him. Gives to Garish. Garish is hit by Blake Brown after maybe a short gain. It's going to be 4th down and long for Greene County Tech. 4th down and 9.
They're going to have to kick the ball. There's 25 seconds left on the time clock, field clock, and 36 on the game clock.
Jorge Salas also in on the stop for the Raiders. Clock is at 28 seconds, as Coach was saying, and the play clock is right now at 9 seconds, so they're going to have to punt it. Fortunately for Tech, the wind is at their back. Back deep for Nettleton, number 1, Markellen Barber. Gets the punt off, and boy, the wind sends it all the way to the 40-yard line. It's off Markellen's hands. Markellen looking for some running room, and actually they're going to say that he was down, I guess.
No, he gave a fair catch.
Oh, he did give a fair catch, okay. Okay, so
and he wasn't sure if he could run or not, but he finally figured out I better stop because he would have been penalized if he tried to run down.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Raiders from their own 33. 6 ticks on the clock here in the second quarter. Nettleton with a 41-0 lead, and you don't want to miss the halftime show. We have a very special guest on the halftime show, Coach Pat Massey, our halftime guest. So you want to hang around there. It's the Pat Massey show tonight. That's what this is. Nettleton in the victory formation. They're just going to down it and let the clock roll out. And it does. And Nettleton at the half with a big 41-0 lead over Greene County Tech. We will take a 4-minute break, and we'll come back with the St. Bernard's halftime show, brought to you by St. Bernard's, at the heart of great medicine for more than 120 years. Our special guest, Coach Pat Massey. We'll be back in 4 minutes with the halftime show and Coach Pat Massey. Happy homecoming night. Nettleton up 41-0 at Raider Field. You're watching Raider football on the EAB Sports Network.
Maybe your instincts tell you not to trust everything you hear in the media. We get it. It's only human to question things. So if you're still questioning whether or not you should get vaccinated, ask the people you know right here in Arkansas who you really trust, like your doctor, people you've seen with your own eyes, the real threat of COVID, and the remarkable effectiveness of America's vaccines. That's why St. Bernard's Healthcare is asking you to take a stand with us and sit for a shot. Learn more at sitforashot.org.
You can rely on K13 Computers' 40 years of experience to help you. K13 provides you with solutions to your computing problems. Whether you need repairs or IT service for your business, let K13 be your first call. K13 also is your go-to spot for building that gaming PC. They have knowledge, experience, and the products to help you. K13 Computers, 2106 South Caraway, next to Barton's Home Improvement. Call 627-5477. That's 627-5477, or visit K13Inc.com. K13 Computers.
Evolve Bank and Trust is your local source for home and business loans. Evolve Bank and Trust is making banking personal again with our friendly customer service and fast turnaround times. Your hometown bank for more than 90 years. Evolve Bank and Trust's dedicated staff can help you realize the dream of owning a home or help grow your small business with confidence. For more information, visit our office at 111 East Huntington, Suite A in Jonesboro, or call 870-933-2480. That's 870-933-2480. Or check us online online at getevolved.com. Evolve Bank and Trust, equal housing lender.
Empower, high-speed internet for your neck of the woods delivered by Craighead Electric. Empower is local. Empower is reliable. Empower is affordable. Empower is super fast broadband. Empower is customer service that puts you in power. We are here for you. 870-336-0999. Empower, bringing you the information you need more quickly and conveniently than ever before. We are Empower, delivered by Craighead Electric. Call and talk to us today at 870-3 for your neck of the woods.
Attention members and guests.
J-Town's Grill is once again a proud supporter of the A-State Red Wolves. Make J-Town's Grill your after-game destination to celebrate another Red Wolves victory. And don't forget to come back for Sunday brunch and catch the NFL games on the big screens at J-Town's. Everything from appetizers, salads and sandwiches to burgers and wraps, all at J-Town's Grill, with indoor and outdoor seating and live music. J-Town's Grill on Johnson, right across from Centennial Bank Stadium. Check out their menu at jtownsgrill.com and like them on Facebook.
Tucker's Appliance Superstore in Jonesboro is by far the largest appliance showroom in Northeast Arkansas, which means more selections than ever before. Right now, a new shipment of name brand in-the-box inventory has just arrived at Tucker's. Come check it out. Tucker's also offers full factory warranties, free local delivery, and financing at 0% interest. Shop Tucker's Appliance Superstore now at 923 East Parker Road in Jonesboro.
Tucker's Appliance.
Last year we were duck hunting in a pit. If you've ever hunted a duck pit, you know someone's responsible for pulling the top back before you shoot. A duck came over. We said, Danny, a good friend of mine, shoot that duck. Whoever's responsible for pulling the cover back didn't pull it back far enough. Danny hit his head hard. You don't get much sympathy duck hunting. After a long silence, Kelly said, Danny, did you bend that steel top? There were several comments later. Glenn sang, and God bless our troops.
It's a mix and match special now at Jonesboro area Domino's Pizzas. Choose any two for $5.99 each, like a medium two-topping pizza, oven-baked sandwich, pasta in a tin, Domino's stuffed cheesy bread, an oven-baked sandwich, salad, bread twist, marble brownies, and so much more. Switch it up for lunch or dinner for your whole gang. The mix and match special. Get any two for only $5.99 each at your Jonesboro area Domino's Pizzas.
And we welcome you back to Raider Field, where we are celebrating 125 years of Nettleton Public Schools. We're celebrating homecoming, and we're celebrating the fact that Nettleton has a 41-0 lead over Greene County Tech at half. This is the St. Bernard's halftime show, brought to you by St. Bernard's, at the heart of great medicine for more than 120 years. We're going to break down the first half, and then we'll have a conversation with our halftime guest and our color analyst for the night. That is Pat Massey. And Coach Massey, the Raiders looking good tonight, 41-0 at the half. They got the party started early. They won the opening coin toss. They marched down the field, I think it was in maybe 4 plays, with 10:17 remaining in the first quarter. Cameron Scarlett punched it in from 4 yards out. The PAT was no good, made the score 6-0. And then on one of the craziest plays that I've ever seen in my life, Greene County Tech punted the ball. A strong wind, a strong northerly wind blowing against Tech. The ball went up in the air, and it went back over the punter's head. It landed, and it rolled into the end zone. The end result of the play was a safety. It made the score Nettleton 8, Greene County Tech 0. And then we had a weather delay, or what we thought was a lightning delay, Coach. As it turns out, there was a transformer that had blown, and I guess maybe it spooked everybody. But we had a brief delay. When we got back into action, Nettleton kept the foot on the throttle. Cameron Scarlett with a 9-yard touchdown run with 5:42 remaining in the quarter. The PAT was good, and that made the score 15-0. And then Kobe Bradley busted off a 31-yard touchdown run with 3:03 remaining. That made the score 22-0 after the good PAT at the end of the first quarter. First play of the second quarter, there's that man again, Kobe Bradley, with a 40-yard touchdown run. Very first play. Took them 9 seconds, made the score 28-0 after the PAT was no good. I believe that was the PAT that hit the crossbar, Daniel Golden's PAT attempt that hit the crossbar into a very, very strong win. Nettleton scored with 7:21 remaining in the second quarter. Kobe Bradley again, a 62-yard run. That made the score 34-0 after the 2-point conversion. They were penalized and just almost put the ball in on 2-point conversion, about an 18-yard pass play, but it was no good. That made the score 34-0. And then Nettleton capped the score with 1:54 remaining in the second quarter. Cameron Scarlett with a 41-yard touchdown pass to downtown Jaden Brown. A good run after the catch by Jaden Brown. Daniel Golden nailed the PAT, and that made the score Nettleton 41, Greene County Tech 0. That's where we stand here at half. Coach, happy homecoming night for the Raiders.
Oh, extremely happy, and a lot of fun to watch. It's great to be on that side, this sideline, and see what's going on. Maybe 3 penalties, and the one inerrant snap, I thought to Cam, he ran back and still came up and picked up about 9 yards, but Coach Wilson started varying the count and picking that up. So, it's one of the things that's so smart as a coach to sit there and know, well, they're jacked up. They just got a big play, and now they're going to knuckle down and come after you, and vary your snap count. Go on 2, go on 3, whatever, and then get the jump, pick up the yardage without even having to snap the ball.
Yes,
Very, very good calls, and it's we're throwing the ball into the wind pretty good. We're mastering the kicking game as bad as the weather is, not actually knowing where the ball's going to go or how it's going to end up, but we've done a good job with that. Snaps, we look like a veteran team taking care of business, and it almost like we played in this kind of wind before. It's amazing.
Well, you said veteran team. You look at these seniors on the offensive side of the ball. We're starting 8 seniors. On the defensive side of the ball, we're starting 7 seniors. That's it's a very seasoned team, these Nettleton Raiders, and those seniors played an awful lot the last couple of years. It's a big reason why we're moving to 7-0 after this win tonight.
Exactly, and it's, even if you don't have that many seniors in your program, but to start that many, and Craig goes years back that one of the first things I ever learned in coaching was what we call the axioms of the game. And the axioms were what each player did, each 11 players on each side of the ball did. And our philosophy was if you win 8 of 11 individual battles or axioms, you're going to have a successful play. Same on the defensive side of the ball. But if you're only winning 2 or 3 of those axioms, then you're probably not going to be successful. And, you're usually playing some younger kids. And, that's what I'm thinking about Greene County. Evidently, this injury thing is much worse than I ever dreamed they've had. I don't know, but they're playing a lot of young guys, evidently, right. And it's going to be a plus for them down the road. They're going to be a lot better football team getting this kind of exposure, even though they're having a hard time putting any points on the board.
That's right. Their starting quarterback injured. Some key offensive linemen also out for Greene County Tech. They're really struggling there, and their seasons like that. Lord knows we've had them here at Nettleton, and as you said, Coach, they'll be better off for it down the road. We're going to take about a 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll have our halftime visit with Coach Pat Massey. We'll interview Coach Massey. We'll talk about his playing days, his coaching days, and what he's up to right now. I think all of you be very interested in hearing what the good coach is up to these days and in his retirement. It's the St. Bernard's Halftime Show, brought to you by St. Bernard's, at the heart of great medicine for more than 120 years. We'll be right back in 2 minutes. You're watching and listening to Raider football on the EAB Sports Network.
Believes that community is everything. Our promise to stand by our customers is important in the good times, but even more important in the hard times too. As economic recovery begins, we want you to know that we are here for you. We will keep loaning money, financing homes, helping small business, and supporting this community. Banking local is more important than ever. We invite you to make the switch to First Community Bank, your local community bank.
First Community Bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC. Offer of credit subject to credit approval.
Guys, if you haven't made it into Orville's men's store, then you're missing out. They're the only store in town to exclusively carry brands like Barber, Duckhead, Strong Suit, Tommy Bahama, and Vineyard Vines. Orville's has everything a guy needs, from daily workwear to a big night out on the town. Orville's will have you looking more stylish and feeling more confident than ever before. So make your way to Orville's Men's Store at 2612 East Nettleton next to Steamroller Blues in Jonesboro and show off your stash. Shop online at orvillesms.com.
It's football time at Wings to Go. That means all the TVs watching the games, all the wings will be hot and flavorful, all the food will be good. It is time to come to Wings to Go. We've weathered the storm. It's almost over. Things are getting better, and we can't wait to see you at Wings to Go. Sports, wings, football, life is great at Wings to Go, both locations.
See Placid Tire Service for the right tire at the right price right now. Placid Tire Service is the area's biggest selection of in-stock tires at the lowest price. While others are searching for tires to order, we'll get you fixed up with a great set of tires and back on the road in no time with our 4 tires, 1 hour guarantee. Plus, we make the purchase easy on your budget with our Placid Tire Service card or no credit needed financing options. For the right tire at the right price right now, the choice is easy. That's Placid Tire Service.
And we welcome you back to Raider Field. We're here at half. Nettleton has a 41-0 lead over Greene County Tech. You're listening to the St. Bernard's Halftime Show, brought to you by St. Bernard's, at the heart of great medicine for more than 120 years. And we are very privileged to have as our halftime guest and as our color analyst tonight, the one and only Coach Pat Massey. And, Coach, thank you for taking a Friday night and spending it here at Raider Field. I greatly appreciate you, sir.
I appreciate the opportunity and enjoy being with you.
Let's talk about your playing days a little bit, because I know you had a good football playing career yourself, including being a part of a state championship team at Jonesboro High School.
Well, actually, we didn't ever accomplish the state championship. We played for it my junior and senior year.
Didn't quite get there.
Didn't quite get there. We lost to Springdale the first year and lost to Hot Springs the second year.
In the championship?
And both in the championship, state championship. So, but had a lot of success my senior year. We thought at the time we had a state record. We had 2 touchdowns scored on us in 11 football games.
Wow.
And had one game was 0-0 tie, and we did a little research on it several years ago and found out that I believe Jacksonville, Arkansas had a season where they only had 7 points scored on them one year. And back then we didn't have all the conference set up and stuff, and you played 11 games. You're 2 conference champions. We had a AAA East and a West, and the 2 champions met for the state championship. And no playoffs.
What year did you graduate, Coach?
1971.
1971, the year I was born.
Well, are you sure? You don't look a year over that at all. You don't look a year over 50.
Well, I'm a few days over 50 for sure. Now, I know you continued your career after a stellar career at Jonesboro. You continued playing collegiately. Well, tell us about your college playing days.
Well, I was fortunate enough to scholarship. I ended up tearing my knee up the 10th game of my senior year, and it's kind of unique. Back in those days, injuries like that, they pull you out because colleges could sign unlimited amount of players. They didn't have the 30 limit or the 25 limits that they've come to in the last 20 or 30 years, and so I had 8 or 9 schools that were talking to me, trying to get ready to go make some visits, and everybody dropped me like a hot potato except one, and that was University of Memphis, which was back then was Memphis State. Had a guy by the name of Richard Trail from Forest City, Arkansas, played on the University of Arkansas 64 national championship team. He's an Arkansas boy. He came over here and watched me, and so I was very fortunate to get a scholarship there. Stayed over there 2 years. And then made a decision because Coach Trail left and went to Virginia Tech. And I loved that man. And came back to Arkansas State and approached Bill Davidson and the staff, Bill Templeton and them out there, and told them I'd like to transfer back. And since my knee had held up a couple of years, I was able to come back here and play ball.
For Arkansas State University, that would have been 73, 74 around that time?
I finished up in 74, the year before the big national, the undefeated season, the 75, the first year in Division 1A football, as it was classified back then.
So you would have gotten out right about the time Gene Bradley got in.
Exactly. As a matter of fact, became a coach in 77, and Gene was, I guess, a junior or senior that year.
Okay, so you coached Gene Bradley.
Well, I was coaching defense,
Gotcha.
but I was around. Got to be around him.
You weren't working on his footwork or anything.
Yeah, I saw what a great athlete he was.
And no doubt about it. Maybe the greatest athlete to ever come through Nettleton, Gene Bradley. Let's talk about your coaching career. I know that you coached on the collegiate and the high school level. What all stops did you make in your coaching days?
Well, I was very, very fortunate. I wanted to get into coaching. I was having trouble in school. I never could, I was a C average kind of person, and was wanting to go to law school and do different things, but I didn't have enough knowledge about how to do all that. Anyway, in college, people were directing me, your counselors, hey, you ought to take this, you ought to do that. And finally, at one point I said, look, I want to coach. And so I spent a year with Don Riggs as his sophomore offensive coach at Jonesboro High School, learned the game from him. And then the next year, went out, knew Bill Davison because I'd played under him, and went out and said, look, want to coach? He said, well, I have nothing for you. And so my wife, who's always been, Lana's been a very supportive football coach's wife, we went out and I didn't get any money, any GA's money or anything. And next year I went to a part-time coach. That year, Larry Lacewell came to work with our defense from the University of Oklahoma, and he became the head coach in '78. And we had 6 assistants, and everybody was allowed 8. We only had 6. He went in and told the administration, I want 8 coaches. And fortunately for me, the position that I was coaching was an outside backer position that he coached. Spent a lot of time with him in '78, and he offered me a job. That's how I got my first full-time job in college ball.
That had to be something working with Coach Lacewell. You talk about a respected defensive mind. Coach Larry Lacewell is about as respected as it gets.
Genius. That's the only thing you can say. And, he was brilliant. And then I left and spent there. I spent 9 years with the Fellowship of Christian Athletes on staff, and then got back into coaching in 1992 until I retired here in 2019.
And you mentioned retirement. I know that you are back working with the Fellowship of Christian Athletes in your retirement. Tell me about your work with the FCA.
Well, I appreciate that, Craig, the opportunity. The Lord's opened the door for me and worked in my life. I was saved through FCA as a college athlete, and now I'm able to work with all these coaches. And we have strictly a coach's ministry here in Jonesboro. We hope to branch it out in the future, but and it keeps me close to the ball game.
Yes.
And I'm just having a ball being around these guys. I've done some Bible studies. We're looking to do a marriage seminar next year. And we do some coaches clinic, doing a coaches basketball clinic a year from this fall. So, but being able to present the gospel and be there for these guys and their spouses as well. Serving
the Lord and getting to be around the game still seems like a perfect retirement gig for you, Coach.
It's a blessing. It really is. And the Lord, as they said in the old movie Sergeant York, the Lord sure doth work in mysterious ways. And I know there's a lot of people thinking, is that the same guy that I played under that's working with FCA now? Well, yeah, the Lord does change us and work in us in mighty ways. So.
No doubt about it. Very thrilled that you are working at the FCA, and I know you've impacted our players in a great way, my son included. My son is the biggest Pat Massey fan in the world. He loves Coach Massey, and I was privileged to, a couple of weeks ago at the FCA meeting here at Nettleton, was privileged to hear you bring the word to our students, and I just want to say thank you for the way that you love them and the way that you pour into them, the way that you try to point them in the right direction, and you're doing a great job, and we sure do appreciate the good work you're doing at the FCA.
That's awful nice and kind of you to say that. I appreciate it very much.
Coach Pat Massey, he's one of the good guys, and he is our guest on the St. Bernard's halftime show, and we're going to take a break here. We'll take about a 1-minute break, and when we come back, we'll have the second half for you. St. Bernard's at the heart of great medicine for more than 120 years. Coach Massey and I will be back with the second half in 60 seconds. Raider football on the EAB Sports Network.
Banks with branches don't have the digital capabilities you need. But why not have the best of both worlds? At First National Bank, we have all the online banking tools you could ever need. Plus, if you need something, we have real people in real places near you. Digital, with branches and real people. We know you can't be everywhere at once, but we can be anywhere you are. Check it, snap it, track it, pay it, move it, and ask it anywhere.
First National Bank, putting you first, always.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
You raised your family here, did every July 4th here, refinished the floors here twice, sized up your daughter's boyfriends here, waited in the doorway all day when your son was coming home on leave. This place has given you all you've dreamed of, and now it's giving again in the form of a gourmet kitchen and the quietest dishwasher known to man. Realize your dream with a home equity line of credit from Simmons Bank. Dreams realized. SimmonsBank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, subject to credit approval.
Second half just about to get underway here at Raider Field. Nettleton leads 41-0. Here's some stats from the first half. We appreciate our good friend Jeff McMillan from the Arkansas Legislative Audit providing the stats for us. Cameron Scarlett, 109 rushing yards, 87 passing yards. Kobe Bradley, 148 rushing yards. Jaden Brown, the leading receiver, with 41 receiving yards. As far as touchdowns go, Cameron Scarlett has run for 2 and thrown for 1. Kobe Bradley has run for 3, and Nettleton has a 41-0 lead. We're just about to kick off here the second half. Nettleton will be kicking off to Greene County Tech. Kendrick McShann, who has handled most of the kickoff duties all year long, his cousin Ken Warren McShann holding the ball for him as the wind is still whipping out there, a northerly wind. It looks like it may have died down just a little bit, but not much. Kendrick kicks it to the 4-yard line, and that's where Greene County Tech will receive the ball. The ball carrier gets out close to the 20-yard line. He's stood up by a wall of Raiders. Caleb Tedder in on the stop. It looks like Curtez Smith is also in on it. 1st and 10 for Greene County Tech from the 18. Turbo clock rolling, Coach.
No, it's not. Now it is. The coach is on the sideline. We need to rock that thing up.
1st and 10 for Greene County Tech, and here's we start the second half of play. Farmer, the quarterback. He has Snyder in the backfield with him. Actually, that's Garish, the ball carrier, and boy, Garish is hit immediately. In on the stop for Nettleton is number 22, Jamie Morris, and number 24, Javante Wallace. No gain on the play. It's 2nd down and 10. Kind of a little bit of a Malachi crunch there by the Raiders.
Exactly. Did a good job. Brought the outside backer off the edge and came untouched and ran him down from the back.
2nd down and 10. Farmer and Garish in the Greene County Tech backfield. Turbo clock rolling. This is going to be a quick second half as Nettleton has a 41-0 lead. The sportsmanship rule in effect. Whenever a team has a 35-point lead in the second half, they just roll the clock. Timeouts can stop it. That's about it. Jordan Pegram on the stop for the Raiders. No gain on the play. It's going to be third. Actually, there's a fumble on the play. Sure enough. Fumble on the play, recovered by the Raiders. Jordan Pegram with the fumble recovery. How about that? I didn't see if Pegram stripped it, and it looks like that might have been what happened. So turnover, and that's how the Raiders will have their first possession of the second half inside the red zone of Greene County Tech. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Raiders at the Tech 18-yard line.
That's a great job. He has really, really grown the last 3 years. And, of course, his older brother, Jamarius, is a great player.
Playing at Arkansas Tech right now. Curtez Smith, the quarterback, he's the second-string quarterback, and he is moving forward to about the 13-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 5 for Curtez, 2nd down and 5. And, Coach, this Curtez Smith, he's the backup quarterback. But let me tell you something, we don't miss much whenever he comes in. He is a heck of a football player.
One of the best all-around athletes in the program.
Curtez Smith gives it to Keandre Pope. Keandre Pope running right up the chute. Keandre Pope into the end zone. Touchdown, Keandre. Touchdown, Raiders. 13-yard touchdown run, Keandre Pope.
Did a great job. They just ran the power, stuff we've been staying with all night long. And looks like they may have done a little subbing. I can't tell for sure on the Greene County side, but, you know, this is when we've got to have our depth charts ready so we can start running kids in and out of the ball game and making sure everybody ought to be able to get on the field tonight.
Flag down just as Daniel Golden was going to attempt the extra point. It's against Nettleton. Like maybe some type of a illegal formation or something. I didn't see exactly what the referee ended. Maybe too many men on the field, perhaps. I believe that might be what it is. It's a 5-yard penalty, so we'll kick it again. The wind at the back of Daniel Golden. This shouldn't be a problem for him. It's going to be a 25-yard field goal now.
And I have seen Joseph down there walking around limping, so I know he's ganged up. But, gives Daniel a good opportunity to get some work.
Daniel Golden's kick is up and good.
And you were right. We had 12 men on the field. Somebody came in late. I think looks like we're trying to even sub a few players on the special teams to get them a little bit of experience, and got caught with that.
So Daniel Golden with the PAT boots it through, and that makes it 48-0 with 7:42 remaining here in the third quarter. Keandre Pope with the touchdown, and the Raiders handling their business tonight. Mainly a whole lot of second-team guys in, and that was a quick score, Coach.
It sure was. And it's great for these young kids to even get in, even though it's a continuous clock, but get a little experience. Know what it feels like to get out there. It's a plus on both sides that way.
So Kendrick McShann to kick off. Nettleton with a 48-0 lead over Greene County Tech. McShann kicks it deep, filled it on the 5-yard line. A little kickoff reverse, and tackled on the far sideline. Oh boy, he's put the ball up as he was lunging forward. Luckily, it wasn't a turnover. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Greene County Tech from their own 25, and we have a injured Raider down on the field. And it looks like Jamie Morris, the injured Raider. He's on the 20-yard line. The clock is rolling. Turbo clock, and the referee stops the clock. I think when sportsmanship rules are in effect, timeouts can stop the clock, injuries can stop the clock, and I think that's just about it, Coach.
That's it. You've got your 3 on each side of the ball. If you and then official, like I say, official can make any call he wants. Over the years that I've been in coaching, you've seen some things that you knew were not addressed in the rule book, but I saw an official one time penalize us when we had a fan up in the bleachers blowing an air horn. And even though it wasn't near the end of a quarter or anything, he felt like it sounded like the horn on the scoreboard, so he penalized us, and then we ended up had to go up there and take the horn away from the guy. I mean, and we're like, where does this come from? What page in the book is that? But that's when we found out, hey, the officials, the whitehead can make up rules if he has to. You know?
Jamie Morris is up, and he's walking to the sideline. It looked like maybe his left ankle that got twisted a little bit, but he's walking under his own power, and he's going to be dealt with by the trainer. Yeah, I have, as a PA guy here at Nettleton, I've been warned by the man in the white hat when I was playing music at times when I shouldn't have been playing. Farmer, the quarterback, is a quarterback keeper, and boy, he is tackled immediately by Blake Brown. Farmer from the gun, and he gives to the running back. That's number 1. And he's tackled by Blake Brown. What a game Blake Brown is having tonight. Tyson Cartwright, the ball carrier. He's a sophomore, getting some playing time tonight. Gain of 1. It's going to be 3rd down and 14. The clock is rolling. 5 minutes and 10 seconds. Nettleton up 48-0 here in the third quarter.
Blake, I'm really impressed with him. He's a very disciplined player, reading his keys, knowing what is going to come when he sees what his key does, and helps him make a lot of plays.
3rd down and 13 for Greene County Tech. Ball on the Raider 23-yard line. Farmer back to pass. Oh. It is intercepted by the Raiders, and the Raiders are going to take it all the way back to the 5-yard line. And correct me if I'm wrong, but that was number 23, Damian Person, with the interception.
And we'll call it an assist by Opie. It bounced off of Opie's hands, and he caught it.
DeMayan person, I apologize to DeMayan. I said his name wrong. So DeMayan person getting some playing time. He just almost took that thing to the house, returned it all the way back to the 4-yard line. That's where the Raiders are going to take over 1st and 10. They have a 48-0 lead, and they are just 4 yards away from 3 yards away. It's 1st down and goal to go from the 3. Curtis Smith, the quarterback, Keandre Pope in the backfield with him. Gives to Pope. Pope running right side, trying to find the edge, and he is stopped short of the goal line. It's going to be 2nd down and goal to go from just about the 2-yard line. Thought Keandre might have got that ball in there, but he was stopped short.
He lowered his head and gave it a good effort.
It would have been Keandre's 2nd touchdown of the night. He scored the first touchdown of the 3rd quarter for the Raiders. That made the score 47-0. Daniel Golden booted through the PAT, making the score 48-0. Nettleton taking their time, getting to the line of scrimmage, and they're going to let the clock roll. The sportsmanship rule is in effect. Curtis Smith, the backup quarterback, gives to Pope. Keandre Pope lunges forward just short of the goal line. It's going to be 3rd down and goal to go from about the 1-yard line.
Came back with our bread and butter, the power play.
2 minutes and 50 seconds on the clock and ticking, and it's going to keep on ticking because it's the mercy rule in effect. Nettleton with a 48-0 lead here in the 3rd quarter. Curtis Smith, the quarterback, gets the sign from Coach Wilson or Coach Tennyson. He's got
Clint's down on the sideline. He came down at half.
He's got Pope, and it's going to be Curtis Smith. Takes it into the end zone himself. Curtis Smith, touchdown Raiders.
We have a whole new offensive line in there now. They're doing a good job. And we ran the power play 2 plays in a row. Weren't able to pick it in that time. Cortez read it, a zone read movement, and came back for the score.
Made the score 54-0. And Daniel Golden on to kick the PAT. You know what Daniel Golden did the first game of this season, Coach?
No, what did he do?
He directed our broadcast. He directed our broadcast.
He came out late, that's right.
He hooked that one. The PAT is no good. But with less than 2 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter, your score is 54-0. Nettleton rolling over the Golden Eagles tonight. Yeah, he was the director in the first game, and so he's gone from the broadcast booth to the field.
You know, if you'd have paid him a little bit more, he might have continued to help you with the broadcast, but he's getting more down on the field, I'm sure.
54-0 is what I've got, and the scoreboard says 55-0. That field goal was no good, wasn't it?
I'll be very honest with you. I did not see it.
Blake is saying he thought it was good. Our director is saying he thought it was good. The scoreboard operator is saying it is good. So let's say apologies to Daniel Golden. He kicked that thing through the uprights. That PAT was good, and it made the score 55-0.
He did put a little bit of a hook on it there.
He did, and so many thanks to our director, Blake Isbell, for keeping me straight, and the scoreboard operator, Matt Ragsdale, for doing a good job. My apologies to Daniel Golden for saying he missed something that he got. Kendrick McShann kicks the ball off. It's fielded at about the 2-yard line. And Kylan Butler, with the old belly-to-back suplex, throws the ball carrier down at the 15, and it's going to be 1st and 10, Greene County Tech from their own 15. I don't think we're going to get a play in because we're just about 11 seconds from the horn signaling the end of the 3rd quarter. Nettleton 55, Greene County Tech 0. The horn does not blow, but the clock strikes 0, and that's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Nettleton 55, Greene County Tech 0. 4th quarter coming up when we come back. You're watching Raider football on NTV and listening to Raider football on the EAB Sports Network. We'll be back after a 60-second break.
Baird Auto Group, there's nothing
Nothing that brings our community together like high school sports. No matter what the scoreboard says, it's a winning feeling just to be a part of it. At Baird, we want you to have the feeling anytime you come into one of our dealerships. Good credit, bad credit, no problem. Don't buy anywhere else until you shop at Baird location near you. Don't get a bad deal, get a Baird deal. Because why pay more?
Saving service, great selection too. Baird does it all for you.
Trust your heart to better care at NEA Baptist. Better access means communication with your award-winning cardiac team anytime, anywhere with the MyChart app. Better technology means leading the state with new treatments and interventions right here in Jonesboro. Better is an integrated team of experts at your service when seconds matter. Your heart deserves better. Find it at NEA Baptist.
Fourth quarter just about their way here at Raider Field. Nettleton with a 55-0 lead over Greene County Tech. Turbo clock will be rolling, so we're just a little over 12 minutes away from the end of this game. Greene County Tech with a new quarterback, that is Matthew Akins. There's a lot of second-team guys going to get to play tonight. Akins running left side against the old Nettleton second team, and he bulls his way forward, gets a gain of 3, maybe 4 yards. It's going to be second down. As soon as they move the stick, I'll tell you exactly how much. It's going to be second down and 5 for Greene County Tech.
Coach Morgan is smart. 55-0, continuous clock. Get some more experience for some of these younger guys.
Akins, the quarterback. From the gun, it's a fumbled snap over his head, and boy, he is being pursued. Akins trying to get past Curtis Smith. That's not going to happen. Curtis Smith throws him down at the 5-yard line. I think a flag was thrown.
Penalized Curtis for something, I believe.
Curtis threw the quarterback down about the 5-yard line, 6-yard line maybe. Flag went flying immediately. He might have got the face mask to assist him in the tackle. Not really sure. Referees are conferring, and they're coming over talking to Coach Hampton right now.
Might be a horse collar thing. I can't tell what they did.
We were just about to get the indication from the man in the white hat. It looked like a face mask against Greene County Tech, and that is declined. Obviously, Nettleton would decline that, take the loss of down, take the result of the play, which is a huge loss.
Something must have been said.
Yeah, I believe it was I believe he gave a face mask sign, Coach. If I
no, he called holding against them, and then I thought the other one was like a personal foul.
In any event, it's second down and long from their own 7. Running it right up the middle. He's got a little bit of running room. Akins has a first down. Curtis Smith on the far sideline forces him out of bounds, but he's got a first down. Matthew Akins with a nice carry there.
Yeah, he's got pretty good speed, too.
Pretty good speed. And I believe that might have been Greene County Tech's biggest gain of the evening.
Definitely was.
So it'll be
about 20.
Just about that, yes, sir. It'll be first and 10 for Greene County Tech from their own 34-yard line. So Akins coming in, doing a good job. Junior quarterback. He's going to keep it himself, running right side. He has a gain of about 5 before he is brought down. I see another flag that is flying out there. So we'll see what that is. It's a gain of 6, second down and 4 for Greene County Tech, but there was a flag after the play. The referee is looking our way right now, and personal foul against Greene County Tech.
Yeah,
so I guess in a game like this, Coach, with Nettleton up 55-0, a rivalry game, I guess things can get kind of contentious in a game like this.
Every now and then you may have a guy trying to impress a coach or just taking matters into his own hands and make a mistake of hitting somebody late or saying something.
Saying one of those magic words. 8 minutes and 15 seconds on the clock, and it is continually ticking as the mercy rule's in effect, with Nettleton with a 55-point lead over Greene County Tech here on homecoming. Happy homecoming indeed. Give to number 21, and he is tackled by 42 and 33 for Nettleton. That is Robert Atkins and Jacob Linderman with the stop. Good to see Jacob out there making a play. That was Levi West, the ball carrier. And it's going to be 3rd down and 15 for Greene County Tech. Clock at 7:38 and ticking. 3rd and 15 for the Golden Eagles. Orion Pugh back in, and a little speed sweep left, and he's knocked out of bounds short of the first down. It's going to be 4th down and looks like maybe 4th down and 3 for Greene County Tech, maybe 4th down and 4. Demayan Person on the stop. 4th and 4 for Greene County Tech, trailing 55-0. Do you go for it here, Coach, or do you punt it away?
I think I would go for it. I mean, the clock's running, and you're not going to have a whole lot of opportunities to have the ball back.
They are going to go for it. Ryan Pugh with a blitz through that A gap, and they got a first down and then some. Number 4, Atkins, he's going to take it to the house. He's at the 20, he's at the 10, 5. Touchdown, Greene County Tech on a long run, 59-yard run by Atkins.
When you bring your linebackers like that, you better put them in the right hole, and Opie came out B gap, and they went back A gap other side, and there he went. You need to, I don't know really in a way why we're coming after him. If Opie's doing that on his own or Coach Johnson's giving him I don't know.
Well, they burned us on it, and I tell you this, Coach Johnson, he likes to pitch shutouts. So he'll be a little bit upset that Greene County Tech found the end zone there. Point after attempt for the Golden Eagles. It's 55-6, and now it's 55-7 as the point after is good.
That's a flag down here by the linesman.
Reese Middleton, the kicker for Greene County
against
Tech.
Us.
Makes the score 55-7. Flag on the play, and actually they're waving the flag off now. Waving the flag off. And Orion Pugh, as he was running off the field, he kind of took a knee on the near sideline. Let's hope that Orion is all right. He looks like he's angry as he sits down under the Nettleton tent. Just about 5 minutes to play in the game, 5 minutes and 13 seconds. The clock is continually ticking, 55-7 the score. Nettleton all over Greene County Tech tonight.
Craig, my first game that I coordinated was against a big rival, had them on their own 2-yard line, and I decided to pull the trick we just saw, sent both my backers, they popped it 98 yards. And I learned a great lesson there. Just sit there and play base when you got them on that far down on that end of the field.
Lesson learned for sure. Nettleton taking their time getting their kickoff return unit out there. Probably having a tough time getting the right personnel. You got to figure at this point in the game, leading 55-7, they may be getting some people some playing time who normally might not be out there.
We've got 11. We're good.
So let's see if Greene County Tech kicks it deep or if they try some sort of onside shenanigans. They kick it deep, and that's Cordarius Thompson fielding the ball at the 10. Cordarius with a little bit of running room. Nice return by Cordarius. He returned it 20 yards to the 30, and that's where Nettleton will take over 1st and 10. Nettleton 55, Greene County Tech 7. 3 minutes and 50 seconds on the clock. And Nettleton will take over with what surely will be their last drive of the game with the turbo clock rolling. Curtis Smith, the quarterback. Make sure you hang around for the postgame show. Brought to you by Real Estate Nate. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, call Nate Lipsky. That's Real Estate Nate at 261-3927. We'll also name the Jonesboro Orthopedic Sports Medicine Player of the Game in the postgame show. Keandre Pope, the ball carrier for the Raiders. He runs left side and gets out to the 35-yard line. We'll call it 36-yard line. Gain of 6. It's going to be 2nd down and 4. Clock is at 3 minutes right on the dot right now. Nettleton with a 55-7 lead. Clock continually running due to the sportsmanship rule. 125 years of Nettleton Public Schools celebrated tonight at homecoming. They give to Keandre Pope. Keandre Bulls forward, balls stripped out and recovered by Cortez Smith. He had nothing but green grass between him and the end zone, but it was whistled dead. Going to be a gain of a couple. It'll be 3rd down and 2. Nettleton's 2nd unit out on the field. Some young men getting some playing time here on homecoming night. The clock is at 2:05. It reads Nettleton 55, Greene County Tech 7. 3rd down and 2 for the Raiders. Cortez Smith, Keandre Pope in the backfield. Cortez is going to run it himself, and he's got the 1st down. He is horse-collared out of bounds at the 50. There comes the flag, as that's a late hit for sure, as Camden Hart had him pushed out of bounds, decided he would grab Cortez and throw him down to the ground. So that's going to be 15 yards added to a good run by Cortez. After the play and the penalty, it's going to be 1st down and 10 for the Raiders at the Greene County Tech 35.
Minute 20 and left in the game. They haven't even started the play clock yet.
Yeah, it's going to be victory formation from here on in. Nettleton lined up in the victory formation. Cortez Smith, Keandre Pope backing him up just in case anything goes haywire. He takes a knee, and clock rolling. I see Joseph Newhung out there playing fullback for the Raiders. How about that? Correction, I believe that may be Brendan Alexander. It looked like Joseph.
I believe you're right. He's just a tad bigger than Joseph.
Just a little bit.
Not much, but
he sure is. Less than a minute to play. Clock is at 39 seconds. Nettleton, and this ought to be it. Victory formation. Cortez Smith takes a knee.
That is
it. That'll be the last snap of the game. Nettleton will move to 7-0 on the season after a resounding 55-7 win. All that's left now is for the final 20 seconds to tick off. Just a dominant performance by the Nettleton Raiders. And I tell you, Coach, all of the former Raiders, the alumni that come out tonight to support the Raiders, they're going home happy tonight. And the old school Raiders have got to be very impressed by this year's team.
Well, Coach Hampton, his staff, Clint, Coach Harris, a whole bunch, they've just done a fantastic job. I mean, Coach Johnson, I don't know why I'm saying Harris, but just proud of their efforts, proud of the way they've kept the kids focused. And these kids have their heads on right. And I feel like they've got 3. And I feel like the mentality and being around this staff and being around these kids is, as you said earlier, one game at a time. And just focus on that and let things take care of themselves. I feel for sure they're going to at least finish in the top 4 in the conference and make the playoffs.
They're number 1 in the conference right now, tied with Wynn. I have not heard how Wynn did, but happy homecoming tonight here at Raider Field. The Raiders are dancing out there on the 35-yard line, and why not? They have capped off a wonderful week of homecoming with a 55-7 win over their arch rivals, the Greene County Tech Golden Eagles. Coach Alan Johnson walking triumphantly off the field, and here come the Raiders to join the cheerleaders and join the dance team in a triumphant singing of the Nettleton alma mater. All is right in the world in Raider Nation as Nettleton moves to 7-0 on the season after a 55-7 demolition of Greene County Tech. We will take a 3-minute break, and when we come back, we're going to have the postgame show for you. The postgame show is presented by Real Estate Nate. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, call Nate Lipsky. That's Real Estate Nate at 261-3927. We'll name the JOSM player of the game, and hopefully we'll have a conversation with Coach Hampton, maybe with the player of the game. It's all coming up on the Real Estate Nate post-game show right after these messages, right after this 3-minute break. Raider football on the EAB Sports Network.
Like to populate all real estate, real estate, real estate Nate.
Listen, we all know the real estate market is crazy right now, so whether you're buying or selling, you deserve maximum value. You want real market knowledge. You want real negotiating power. You want real results. You need Real Estate Nate. Give me a call. I got you back.
Oh, real estate, real estate, real estate Nate.
Call today. Real Estate Nate with Halsey Thrasher Harpole Real Estate Group. 870-261-3927.
Ship anything, anywhere at your #1 shipping source. Pack Mail in Jonesboro. Bring anything to Pack Mail, and they'll pack it, ship it, crate it, freight it, no matter how big, fragile, or awkwardly shaped. Since 1998, Pack Mail has been your #1 shipping source. The only authorized shipper of all the major carriers. UPS, FedEx, DHL, the Postal Service, and Freight Services all in one store. At Pack Mail, you have choices. Here's Pack Mail Tim to tell us more.
Trey, we are the experts at finding solutions for even the most demanding shipping situations, and our experienced staff can help you choose the best option. So if you need to go to the post office, then FedEx, or all the way out to UPS terminal, and then get that international shipment to DHL, you can do it all in one fast, convenient, and friendly place. Pack Mail.
See, I told you, Pack Mail ships anything, anywhere, through any shipper. Pack Mail, voted the #1 printing, packaging, and shipping store in Jonesboro. Don't trust your shipping needs to just anybody. Trust Pack Mail. 361 Southwest Drive in Jonesboro. Ship anything, anywhere, today at Pack Mail.
What a horrible call! What's the matter with you, ref? You seriously need some glasses.
Honey, that's the mascot.
Oh, guess I need glasses too.
Elite Eye Care can help fans and officials alike. 1000 Windover Road in Jonesboro and 1515 West Kings Highway in Paragould. Schedule today at eliteeyecareandoptical.com or call 972-6040. That's 972-6040. Elite Eye Care. Your vision is our focus.
For me, rice farming isn't a profession. It's been my life for more than 30 years. And as owner of Nettleton Seed, I've been the region's rice tech leader for more than a decade. Every planting season, I'm in the fields right along with you, and we're figuring out how to make sure bushels mean dollars together. From selecting your hybrid rice to free on-farm delivery and one-on-one consultation, I'd like to help your rice field see more profit this season. I'm Terry Gray at Delaplane Seed. Call me today at 870-249-3447. Let's talk about your best rice options.
It's a mix and match special now at Jonesboro area Domino's Pizzas. Choose any two for $5.99 each, like a medium 2-topping pizza, oven-baked sandwich, pasta in a tin, Domino's stuffed cheesy bread, an oven-baked sandwich, salad, bread twist, marbled brownies, and so much more. Switch it up for lunch or dinner for your whole gang. The mix and match special. Get any two for only $5.99 each at your Jonesboro area Domino's Pizzas.
And we welcome you to Raider Field, where a happy homecoming crowd is filing toward the exits. Nettleton with a 55-7 win over Greene County Tech in a game that had a little bit of everything, had some things I've never seen in a game before. It had a punt that went over the punter's head backwards. I've never seen that before, Coach. Wind-blown punt. That's right. I've never seen that. And but I did see a Nettleton victory on homecoming night, 55-7, and it's a great night to be a Raider. And these guys, I think you used the phrase earlier, Coach, they handled their business tonight.
Took care of business. That's what it's all about, being focused. And you learn that this is something that comes down from pro ball and college ball, but a lot of these kids watch a lot of that and understand it, and the coaches are constantly talking about that and trying to lead them in that direction. And I feel like we're a very focused football team.
They certainly came out focused tonight, and a lot of times homecoming week, they with all the extracurricular activities, a lot of times a team will come out flat or will come out undisciplined. But you got to say a great job to Coach Hampton and the coaching staff for having the guys ready to play tonight against Greene County Tech.
Well, yeah, I think he mentioned that earlier in his pregame talk with you about how he handles things with homecoming. Back in the day when I was younger and even when I coached, our kids did not really participate in it. We didn't let them be in skits and do things. We wanted them totally, because we felt it was a distraction back in those days. But this is part of the kind of what I call the new era, and the younger guys have a lot better ideas than us older guys that are set in their ways, and it's been a positive thing for them. And so the kids get to enjoy it more, and then winning on top of that, that is, they say, the cherry on the top of the parfait there.
Well, it was a delicious parfait for Raider Nation tonight as the Raiders defeat Greene County Tech 55-7, move to 7-0 on the year. In fact, we'll call that the Domino's delivery of the game, as the Raider football team delivers a sweet win for the Nettleton alumni that come to support them tonight. Domino's, nobody delivers like Domino's. Be a good night to order some Domino's pizza. Nice cold fall night, 58 degrees. Order you some Domino's, some chicken wings, some pizza, and enjoy it, because nobody delivers like Domino's. The post-game show is what you're listening to right now, presented by Real Estate Nate. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, call Nate Lipsky. That's Real Estate Nate at 261-3927. And it is time now for us to name, well, I'll tell you what, before we name the JOSM player of the game, let's just recap the game real quick for you. It was all Nettleton as they won the game 55-7. At the end of the first quarter, Nettleton led 22-0. They scored 3 touchdowns and also scored on a safety, a wind-aided safety, a punt that probably punted from about the 10-yard line, I guess, and made it out to maybe the 25-yard line before the wind blew it over the punter's head into the end zone. The play was ruled a safety, and Nettleton went up 8-0 at that point. Their first score was a Cameron Scarlett touchdown run, 4-yard touchdown run. And Cameron Scarlett had a 9-yard touchdown run later in the quarter, making the score 15-0 after the good PAT. And then Kobe Bradley with a 31-yard touchdown scamper made the score 22-0 at the end of the first quarter. The second quarter was all Nettleton. They outscored Tech 19-0 in the second quarter. Kobe Bradley ran for over 100 yards in the second quarter alone, a 40-yard touchdown run, a 62-yard touchdown run, and then to cap off the scoring in the second quarter, Cameron Scarlett hit downtown Jaden Brown with a 41-yard touchdown run. That made the score at half 41-0. The second half was very quick. It was about 25 minutes long. The turbo clock running the whole time. Nettleton outscored Greene County Tech 14-0 in the third quarter as the second team was in. Keandre Pope with a 13-yard touchdown run. Daniel Golden added the PAT, and Golden added another PAT after Curtis Smith with a 1-yard touchdown run. That made the score 55-0 at the end of the third quarter. The fourth quarter, Greene County Tech got on the board with a touchdown run by their backup quarterback, Matthew Akins. A 59-yard touchdown run made the score 55-7. The player of the game, the Jonesboro Orthopedics and Sports Medicine player of the game, is Cameron Scarlett. JOSM has been getting you back in the game for more than 40 years. Cameron, heck of a game tonight. 2 rushing touchdowns, 1 passing touchdown, and Cameron Scarlett, the All-State quarterback, is our JOSM player of the game. We are joined in the Baptist broadcast position, NEA Baptist broadcast position here at Raider Field. To get better with Baptist, we are joined by the winning coach tonight, Coach Stephen Hampton. Coach Hampton, congratulations on a big win. Let's get Coach Hampton a headset right there. And Coach, want to say, man, what a great homecoming victory for the Raiders, 55-7 over Greene County Tech.
Yeah, I thought our guys came out with a lot of energy. Enthusiasm. The crowd was great, man, it was kind of the perfect storm there in the first quarter, first half. Man, I was excited the way our kids just came out and played, with a lot of energy, like I said. And
you don't often know how a team is going to respond at homecoming because there's so much extracurricular activities, but your guys were focused, and they look like a very disciplined, good football team tonight. That's got to make you proud.
It does, man. It seemed like the the more the wind picked up and howled, the more the more energy they played with, and just and it, like I said, it was kind of the perfect storm. We had them going against the wind, so they were very one-dimensional, and we could just kind of pin our ears back and come after them, without much fear of them being able to throw the football. And we took advantage of it.
Coach, I'm glad you mentioned that, because I've never seen anything like that in all of my years of watching football. What happened in the first quarter? If you're just now joining us, Nettleton won 55-7 over Greene County Tech. But in the first quarter, I guess it was Greene County Tech's first possession. They punted the ball, and you had a better view than I did of the play. I thought it was partially blocked.
It was. The ball went past the line of scrimmage, and then it rolled back towards the end zone.
Right.
And, it's kind of a scrum for the ball. They actually ended up recovering the ball in their end zone for a safety.
Gotcha. If we would have
been able to scoop it up, it would have been a touchdown, but we couldn't kind of get a handle on it.
Okay, I'm glad it was far away from us, and I wasn't able to see exactly what happened. And then right after that, just kind of add a little extra strangeness to the night, there was what we thought was a lightning delay. As it turned out, it wasn't a lightning delay. There was a transformer that blew.
Yeah, we got inside, and we were looking on the phone, the radar, and it was showing nothing over us, or you know what I mean? But I saw the flash, too, just like everybody else. Didn't know what it was. But
so we just assumed it was lightning, but it was
a
transformer being blown.
That's what the officials told us when they came in. They had confirmed that it was just a transformer, so we were good to go.
Absolutely. Instead of a 30-minute break, it was just about maybe a 5-10-minute break. And the Raiders, once they got back out there, they just took care of business. 22-0 at the end of the first quarter, 41-0 at the end of the first half. You got to feel good about getting some of your younger guys a lot of playing time in the second half.
Yeah, we were able to do that. Defensive line, secondary, I was a little – be honest, thin at linebacker. We didn't have anybody to really put in because we had one that got quarantined today who would have been in that situation. So we were just kind of numbers-wise limited. So we kind of had to help, leave Pugh in there the whole time because we didn't have really anybody else to go in. So thankfully nothing happened. We were just trying to get out of it safe and be healthy at the end.
Is that the case? Everybody healthy and well?
Yeah, Jamie went down, just kind of rolled his ankle a little bit, got caught underneath him, but I think he'll be fine.
Good. Got Forest City next week.
Yeah.
Forest City's a little bit down this year as well. So big things with a chance to move to 8-0 going into the last 2 weeks of the season. You got to feel good about where your team's at right now.
Yeah, that, to be honest, tonight was not. I wasn't expecting the way that it was going to go. We were expecting kind of a slugfest. Early on anyway.
Right.
And then maybe hopefully we could kind of pull away from them. But like I said, our guys came out and played. They played lights out.
Well, congratulations, Coach. Congratulations to your team. Very proud of you guys. It's been a blast to call your games this year and to be around the team a little bit closer than I have years past. This is a fun group of guys to watch.
It is. And, they are a lot of fun. They come, they work hard. They're bring a lot of energy to practice, and I think they're starting to kind of buy in, figure things out. Like, hey, what coaches, Coach Johnson's preaching on defense, and what we're trying to do on offense, and Coach Pitt's got that offensive line playing really well. They're kind of taking on his personality, which is hard-nosed, tough, and they enjoy blocking folks, like you'd say, and they get after it. And we just got to stay together and keep going, keep improving. I do want to say one thing while I got this guy, Coach Massey, right here. We did our jersey swap. We had our seniors. They were able to pick a teacher that that had impacted them, and they would take their jersey and ask them to wear the jersey to school today. And I had multiple players when we were passing out jerseys that said if Coach Massey would have been here, he would have been my choice. He would have been. So I wanted to let you know that there were several guys that said that you had an impact on them, and that you'd have definitely been somebody that they would have picked to wear their jersey.
I guarantee you, Kobe Miller is one of those guys. He's the biggest Coach Massey fan in the world. Really, really honored to have Coach Massey calling the game with us tonight, and that was a great thing, Coach, that you did with and it just brought tears to the eyes of the teachers as your players handed the jerseys to them, and we had the honor of wearing them today. Special day at Nettleton.
Yeah, it was great. A lot, crowd was good. Even I thought it was a great turnout, and even after the break, we came back and they filled the stands back up.
That's right.
It was a great night.
That's right. Great night all the way around, and especially great because your football team took care of business. 55-7, Coach. 7-0. Congratulations on the start. Let's do it again next week.
Let's do it.
All right. Thank you, Coach Stephen Hampton. And if you'll hand the headset back over there to Coach Massey, and we will shut things down here as Nettleton picks up a 55-7 win over Greene County Tech, moving to 7-0 on the year. We're headed to Forest City next week, Friday night, 7 o'clock. Pregame show will be at 6:30. Hope to have you join us. Coach Massey, it has been an honor having you calling the game. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I've enjoyed calling the game with you.
Well, excuse me. It means a lot to me, Craig. And thank you for the opportunity. It's been a pleasure. And like I said, just being able to be around it is just enough to not make me want to get back in it, and be around these guys. But watching Coach, I got to coordinate defense for him for 5 years and enjoyed every minute of it, and we had a lot of fun. And I learned a lot from him and appreciate the way he works with these kids and has the kids has them first in his mind. And the winning's great and part of it, but he wants to see them be successful off the field as well, and to grow as young men. And so I appreciate all the efforts and the kind words. But it's been we get blessings a lot of times, and this has been one for me today. I thank you.
Fantastic. Yes, sir. Thank you, Coach Massey. For Coach Massey, for Scotty Woodson, our awesome producer back at EAB, for Blake Isbell, for Caleb Andrews, for Brandon Troutman, all the NTV crew, for all of us here at Nettleton, we thank you for taking part in the game, and we moved to 7-0 on the season with a 55-7 win. We'll do it again next Friday night. Until then, Raider Pride is justified. Raider Pride forever. Good night, everybody.
You've been listening to Nettleton Raider Football on 94.1 Bob FM. This has been a presentation of the EAB Sports Network.